This is the Tactical Muffin Top, Doomsday Tuesday chat, or Totally Masculinity Tuesday chat. How y'all doing, everybody? We're not going to go with your suggestion, Justin B.
Hey,
It's not PG-13 enough. But
got
all
no.
right. We're here. How y'all doing this evening? So, we got Randy Butternubs, first one in with the hay, Gen X Gemini with the TMT. How y'all doing? So, there's a lot of doomsday topics going around town here. And we were just talking about one in the back chat before I accidentally muted myself like a genius. Demo Man Don's eating steaks. Where was the freaking invite, Demo Man? Jeez. I'm jelly. Oh, Hudson Valley Preparedness is live. I'll drop a comment in there, say hey. I'll watch my chat on YouTube like a weird Inception dude. But yeah, man, there's a lot of stuff going on. We're going to do a little bit of a deep dive here and kind of look at some things. There's been a lot of, geez, I'm like scrolling through a couple things. I'm like, geez, that's a problem. Geez, that's a problem. Upcoming, Putin's motorcade faces threat of drone attack. The drones are going to become the new bad guy thing. But I do want to put out a money-saving tip because I bought 3 cases. There's cases of MREs for 35 muffins. And the Idaho Prepper's where I seen it. So I'll give him his credit where it's due. And I don't think it's a link or anything. These cases of MREs are on sale. So
Well, drop that in the Discord later.
I'm dropping it in the main chat. Oh, I need to do my muffins game. Sorry, guys.
Because I need to hit that up.
Yeah, I bought 3.
How much is in a case?
35 schmackers.
So they're $1 a piece?
Pretty much. You get.
Is that the ones that you said that you've been stacking from your buddy?
No, these are new-ish.
Oh, shit.
Hang on.
Dude,
They said they're genuine U.S. MREs 2024 to 2025 inspection date. So, I mean, they're pretty fresh compared.
Holy shit, that is a steal.
I know. Idaho Prepper. He is where I seen it. And I got to give him the credit because sometimes this guy gets really good deals. I think it's his post, and I'll copy and paste it. Yeah, here we go. And we'll look at them here because that is great.
I'm not even
deal.
picky about which meals I get at that price.
Right? And with all the food recalls and everything else, man, I mean, gotta prep any way you can, right? I post it in the Discord, the link, and then I'll post it in the chat here.
Okay. So how long do you really see peanut butter being shelf stable?
Say what? Say that again.
How long do you realistically see peanut butter being shelf stable?
I have peanut butter that's 2 years out, pretty much, and it's good until it gets like a funky smell, and you'll know it. It won't be like a normal thing, and like right now, some of mine's in the stage where like the oil is separating a little bit, and I just dump some of the oil out and then just give it a quick mix.
Yeah.
But it gets a smell, and then that's when I just give it to the dogs. Or you take an extended screw bit in your drill, and you can drill it to a tree, and deer like to eat it. So it's a good way to feed deer if you get a bunch of cheap peanut butter. It's good for you. What's up, Mac?
Justin.
So I like the 2-year marker. Start checking them.
Yeah.
Make peanut butter.
We'll know when it turns rancid.
Yeah, it'll get the smell. I mean,
well, you won't smell it through the jar, right?
No, but when you open it up
shouldn't
to
smell.
eat it, you'll know.
Right. How y'all doing? We're on Rumble tonight. Backwoods is still working, so He told me he's trying to get some properties mowed here before it rains. So Mac's gonna take a rain check on this evening, which is fine. I mean, or not
Literal.
Mac. I mean, Backwoods. Sorry, which is cool. I mean, got to get that money while the sun's shining, right? So I get that.
And StreamYard. Not
Yeah,
Rumble.
that's why I'm on StreamYard. I was gonna try and make it easier. Bobby Bama, what's up? Man, I'm missing some chats here. Fiendog27, what's up? Kebabs today. That sounds bomb. Bad Dream, nice to see you, Bobby Bama. What's up, Bad Dream? I think you're a new name for me. I appreciate you here. We got Mac. I sent you an invite, dude. I don't know if you're at a spot where you can hop in or not, but average 3 to 5 years on the peanut butter. When it smells rancid, it's time to go. Yep, but even if it's rancid, the dog will still eat it. So that goes into dog food prep for me as well. But I mean, some peanut butter.
Possums.
Yeah.
The possums eat it if you want to make possum pie.
Yeah, I'll make all kinds of pie for you, buddy.
I bet you would.
Mm-hmm, I'd eat it too. But yeah, so I got this. Hold on, I pulled up this deal for the MREs. That's actually a pretty freaking good deal. We want this one open. All right, so they have a case A and a case B, and I tried the A and B, and for some reason the A and B is sold out, but you can still buy each one separately. So you get 12 in the case, and so I don't understand that, but I don't know what menus they are necessarily. I would assume it's these.
What year did you buy? 24?
24 to 25.
That's inspection date. What was date of manufacture?
I have no idea.
Well, it'll say on there. Usually those places list
Right
date
here.
of manufacture.
Date, packed, lot. It was in the future, 21/10/01. Regardless, I can't think. It's a fucking MRE. Like, they're fine.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how that date code works. It's like
it goes month. It goes
211th
year, it goes
day.
year, month, day.
Yeah, it does it. I don't know. Actually, this is the first time I bought cases of MREs, other than like some mag members getting them off the base, But
is that on Amazon?
Yeah, it's on Amazon.
Oh, and
so I dropped the link. I dropped, and this is probably Idaho Preparedness's link, but that's okay because they're still a really, really good deal. So I dropped the link in general in Discord and in the chat here. But it's 35 muffins for 12. You can get case A or B. I got one of each. I actually bought 3 because somebody else wanted some too. But yeah, I don't know what case B has. I looked at these and they look like they had a couple different entrees in them, which is fine. So I'll be doing some testing on these MREs. But what's the one that Duke hates? I think I've seen one of them that had that vegetarian one. That pork sausage one's actually good.
Vegetarian omelet.
Yeah, I seen one of them had it, but I want that jalapeno. Nasty. Yeah, well, I mean, still, I'd rather have that than nothing, right? But honestly, I mean, that's a pretty good deal, right? You can get 48 of them. Jesus, there you go.
Go back to the picture of the date.
Man, I got Steve. You and this fucking date.
Well, I'm wanting to educate people because I don't want them to get ripped off and buy some nasty ass 20-year-old MRE somewhere.
Okay, how about it?
So the 4-digit date code. The 1 stands for the year, like 22, and then the next 3 indicate which day of the year. So like the 110th day of 22.
In January or what?
No, it'd be like March, like the middle of March. 110th
What's the
day.
01 stand for?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay. That's what I thought you were about to drop on us next.
Go, let me see.
Probably that's menu. Well, the menu B sticker means it's menu B, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
If we figure out what
Regardless,
year, you can
Okay,
look up
so
the news.
22, 110th day. Okay, I mean, that's pretty good. That's only a few years old. They go what, 5 to 10, something like that's when they say. Pretty good deal. And they got these other same ones here, 2025 inspection for 83 muffins. I mean, 35, pretty good on taking a roll, I think. I don't know what you guys think, but I thought
Fine.
that's a good deal, and Muffin Top really likes to save money. So, what up, Mac? How you doing, buddy?
How are you, brother?
Doing good,
I'm
man.
doing pretty good. I got moved back into my place yesterday. I've been
Good.
staying in a
Feel
hotel for the last 10 days since I got out of the hospital. Yeah, it's good to be in my own bed, use my own shitter.
Hell yeah, bro. Glad to see you
Appreciate
home, man.
I appreciate everybody's support through all this. I really do. Your prayers. I believe God's going to heal me on the cancer side of things. I believe I'm going to survive it.
Yeah, I think you're doing good, man. You're keeping good. I haven't heard you. Of course, it's just what we see on the internet, but you sound good. You sound like you're keeping a positive head, and
Yeah.
Now you're home, so even more the better, right?
Right. I'm progressing pretty good. I feel a little more growth every day. I get a little more. I get a little more endurance. My endurance and my muscles are just shot. I mean, they cut my back wide open, and and laying in bed basically I've been laying in bed for about 6 or 7 months just because it hurts so bad. But
Right.
taking time, I'll get built back. I'll get off these restrictions in about another 6 weeks because I got to be real careful how I bend. I can't let my torso and my femur ever make a 90-degree angle. It's always got to be out more, and crossing my legs, just stuff like that, and getting all the muscle built back. It'll take a little bit of time, but
So
I
six
can do
weeks
it.
is when we can. 6 weeks is when we can send you the mail order hookers, or what?
Yeah, y'all can run me through the gauntlet, and beat on me and make me run coals and corn or whatever.
Well, yeah. Hell yeah. That's good to hear from you, dude.
Hell yeah. A good friend of mine come over and put me in an elevator. That's why I had to stay in a hotel, and it works pretty good. I'm very happy. He done it for free, other than me buying the material. He didn't charge me. He's 62, and he's running his own businesses. He's got a wife that's like 15 years older than him, got dementia, takes care of her at home, and his sick brothers, which he's at home most of the time, take care of the wife. But he just got a lot on his plate. He's got a bad knee. He's going to physical therapy for like 3 days a week. And in his spare time, he was coming over here doing my elevator for me. And I know it was hard on him. And there honestly wasn't shit I could do to help him. He said, well, just be here and sit and talk to me. So that's what I did. And because I can't lift anything over 10 pounds, I'm really useless for anything right now other than talking. Anyway, I'll shut up.
No, you good. You can still snag that 9 or that 45. You'd be good to go.
Yeah, the 45.
Hell yeah. What up, Missouri Survival? Hell yeah, man. Well, hopefully
What's up, Missouri?
I got something on the back burner cooking, but I can't say anything more about that this evening. But hell yeah, man. I'm glad you're doing better. Yeah. It's cool that guy put an elevator in. I was wondering if they'd bring your bed down on the main level for you or not.
Well, I got a new mattress just before I started to have to go in for all the surgeries, and that's what I'm laying on now. And it's like heaven on earth. And I had it put on the second floor. This room it's in was kind of like my gear and communication equipment room. You kind of see some of them behind me there, maybe. And I cleared everything out of here because it's a king size mattress, and it's sitting on the floor. The floor to this room is like maybe 14 inches higher than the main floor. So it's kind of a step up in there, and the mattress is just perfect because I can walk up to that floor and just sit down on the bed. So, and it's about the perfect height. The hotel beds are so high, and I'm a short-legged little Yosemite Sam fella, and it's kind of tough getting in some of them beds with a gipped-up leg. It takes work,
Right. What up, Rick from 406? How you doing, buddy? Alpha Omega Survival Supply. How you doing, bro? Have to try and get you on the chat one of these days too.
Say hi to everybody.
Hell yeah.
Well, hello.
That's good. So, what do you think, Matt? Were you here when I was showing those MREs on sale?
I was backstage. I clicked to go back to YouTube and share the video and all that, so I wasn't really paying attention to what she was showing.
35.
I could hear the
muffins
voice,
for
but I wasn't
12,
seeing the screen.
Right. 35 muffins for 12. That's pretty freaking cheap, right?
Yeah, that's what was that, like $3 a meal, a little less than $3 a meal?
Yeah, fucking dirt cheap. Like usually they get like around like 80-ish, somewhere around there. Kind of
Yeah.
where they like to hang out. That's pretty fucking good.
That is a good price.
So yeah.
Bunch of preppers and survivalists ought to be snagging onto some of that stuff.
Yeah, that's $291, $292 if you round up a pop, which is nothing.
Does that include
Normally.
shipping and tax?
No. I bought 3 cases. And another guy wanted some, and then I snagged me one just because, why not? But they're about $7. They're 6 and some change, 666 normally. So
Lord have
good.
mercy.
Great balls of fire. Hell yeah. So take advantage of that. I dropped it in the chat and I dropped it in the Discord if you guys want to save some money and get some longer term stoof there.
Yeah, on Discord I attached the
How to read that
list.
Nice.
I mean,
For-
one of
for
those
2024.
MRE packs is gonna have more food in it than a freeze-dried Mountain House or something. And for less than that price.
Right. Definitely more calories, and then you get your variety of where you can space it out and have some snacks and stuff in there, and some morale boost if you get some Skittles or M&Ms or whatever too, especially for kids, which is cool.
That little thing of Tabasco in there, if they still did that.
Hell yeah, that's for me. It's not for anybody else. That's just for me. Hell yeah.
Wait, have you ever bought any of the stuff like from Walmart, them emergency food buckets? They're kind of high, but have you ever tried any of them?
Yeah. I ate out of it during deer season. It's all right. They used to be 20 muffins, and I think for 20 muffins, they were a pretty good deal, but I've been seeing them kind of start to creep up to the 27 mark. And I don't think they're that good of a deal at 27, but I think if you get them under 25, they're decent. It's just like oatmeal mac and cheese and then like a rice dish. It's like rice pilaf or some shit. They're all right, but the mac and cheese isn't very tasty. The rice is pretty good, but like the oatmeal's just oatmeal, it's nothing to write home about, but and make a turd in SHTF.
Yeah, oatmeal is one of the kind of meals that you got to have something to mix with it, sugar or something.
Yeah, which I don't mind. I like craisins and a little bit of peanut butter with mine, but I like to crack them, and then if you throw like a pound of like rice in there, and then like some seasoning, you get like a thing of honey in there, and then they're usually pretty squared away. But I'm all another rice meals. You're all over rice meals, Missouri. I'll send you a link if you want it, buddy. Here we go. Pingbot, which is Rick from 406. He's been super busy. You'll have to tell me about it. Yeah, you will. Miss you, buddy. But that's okay. Life comes first. Buddy, and you bought a case from Amazon last week, hiking trick. All right. Let me know. That's a good deal. But I don't know if you guys noticed, the news has been going freaking crazy with shit this week. It's just nonstop. So you kind of wonder, sleight of hand, what's being missed? And the other sleight of hand is, I think the war is obviously escalating. I mean, they're hitting the nitrous on this. I mean, every other hour, they just pop up a new article. This Operation Spiderweb, this drone thing is kind of taking it by storm. And I seen our DHS guy, he had a report basically saying it's going to happen on American soil. Even the Golden Dome can't stop it. We have some probably focused, I would say, drone jamming technology, but I think the best bet, if you just had a 10-foot piece of freaking copper with it, you could just take a bunch of drones and short out the power grid everywhere. You wouldn't even need to have explosives. Naked Spiderweb in the U.S. You could do it in 5 states and pretty much blow the power grid. And that's without anything crazy. I mean, I think the way they did it was pretty redneck. Honestly, you just put basically tiny sheds in Conex containers, ship them around. I don't know yet. If you guys have seen this, let me know. But if anything was like lead lined or anything as far as the house and or the shipping containers to help block signatures, things like that. But to my knowledge, it was just Conex containers with little sheds, and the shed roofs open, and the roofs were full of $1,000 drones. And from what I understand, Patriot from Warsaw told me they were, which he's really up to date on this. Pretty much when Russia has like a big retaliatory strike, I'll probably get him on, and Vlad, because they're Russian dudes. They know Russian shit. Where was that? Did you private message me? They were. Let me see. I think he told me the country of origin for those drones, and I can't remember it right offhand. Shit, where was that at? If you guys know what I'm talking about, let me know. So I'm not just scrolling here.
They just hit one of the bridges.
Turkish. They were Turkish drones. Sorry.
Yeah, the Turks have been making and selling them a bunch.
Right.
Of course, the Turks have like military grade ones. They're not just DJI drones with hand grenades on them.
Right. I mean, but still, roughly, just the cost. I mean, even if they're military grade, 1,000 muffins a pop. Say they were quadcopter ones. I don't know how many, if they have like estimated numbers that were in each shed, but per container, you figure probably under 100, probably under 50, right?
If they were 1,000 a lick, they probably were like consumer grade.
Right. You think like closer to DJI style?
Probably.
Well, from what I read, they were fiber optic, weren't they?
They're supposed to be BAYRAKTAR.
Bactar. Okay, so they are the ones that they've been using. All right. Yep. They're like cheaper military ones.
Cool.
They're the half military, half consumer grade stuff.
So how do we get some of these? First off, because I want to fuck around with one, but that would be cool. I really need to get on the drone game. I think that is such a big advantage. And I've been seeing some of those thermal drones for sale used, and I'm like, shit, man, that'd be such a good deal. Oh, Missouri's getting ready for some storms. No, man, get ready for that. That's way more important. Gen X Gemini, we are talking about the attack Operation Spiderweb in Russia currently. Mac, how up to date are you on this issue?
I'm really way behind on it, brother.
Oh, well, let me
I haven't been watching hardly any news the last month and a half. Probably I haven't been watching anything.
Oh shit! Yeah, Russia just got hit with what some stations are calling their Pearl Harbor. So apparently this issue had gone for about a year and a half, and what they did was they shipped around, well, multiple. But
they've kept their bombers on the move so that they couldn't be hit, and then they goofed. They left them too long. Oh, that's what they hit.
Yeah, I knew that. Hang on, let me.
Ukraine took out like a third of Russia's bomber fleet.
Sophia B, what up?
By pulling up a truck and
we lost Mac.
Yeah, we did. Let me know when he comes back in. I'm sharing the screen.
I can't see when he's backstage.
Oh shit. Okay.
Did you guys see the one from, I think it was from like maybe like 10 hours ago? They hit the bridge, but they hit it like under the water and underground.
No, send me a video on that. I know they hit 2 bridges. Did they hit an additional bridge, or was it one of those 2?
Great. Now the birds aren't real and the fish aren't real.
Yep.
Dang, man. Can't go anywhere.
That they said they were like this one, like they said it, like basically, like we can level the bridge if you want.
Right. I know that the civilian population was super pissed about the bridge, and from what I understand, there's kind of a mini riot going on in Russia with unfavorable talk towards the Kremlin. Let's say.
This one
Missouri
is
Survival said maybe Joe Fox was right. We're going to get hit with some real shit, and they didn't even know it. I wouldn't be surprised. Wait, let me read that again. Maybe Joe Fox is right. We're going to get hit with some real shit one day. I think we will. When the GHS guy comes out and says it, same. The Golden Dome's not even going to cover it. I think they're going to have like those jammers on, obviously, like the White House and stuff, but they're not going to have them everywhere. And all you need is 10-foot thing of copper to short out a fucking power grid.
Well, here's the thing about the drones that are fucking hard to stop is they still got the ones that the jammers don't necessarily fully work.
Right, that's true.
If they're connected. So, like, it's still, everybody's completely fucking vulnerable. We're not the ones. But the
When
one
we
with
can get...
a hard time opening back up this bridge because they hit it, like, under, you know. Yeah, they're going to have a rough go at this one.
Right. Rick from 406 said the jammers don't stop the fiber-style drones. That sucks.
Yeah, that's...
Damn, I didn't know that. Alpha Omega Survival Supply, which, hey, shoot me a DM or something, or email me, Alpha. Past due, actually, I 100% agree. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention. Oh, Justin B went out. There's been increased knife attacks. There's been increased everything attacks. It's just like people are going nuts. The vehicular attacks are going up. I think I seen a map saying something like 11 happened in the last 2 weeks. The stabbings are going up. The last stabbing I seen was 11 people at a homeless shelter. Dude just went in with a knife and went crazy, right?
That one sounded like a mental health crisis, though.
Yeah. Well, we don't know anything about the guy yet, but yeah, which they might not, depending. But appreciate that, Alpha. It's crazy that what up, Sophia B? Peekaboo to the baby. Hell yeah.
The baby.
Oh yeah, Justin B's kid. Which Missouri, past due, we deserve it. I understand, and yes, we do. We are dicks. We try to police the world, and we need to just get the fuck out and just do our own thing, probably for a couple decades. Then maybe people wouldn't fucking hate our guts, right? But Lawfully, you're looking good as you get your 3 miles in today, sir.
$4.25 at work.
That's not additional, Lawfully.
I sweat.
Fair enough. Still not additional. I got to get back on the treadmill and or go back outside. I went with the boy today, and it turned into stop and look at all of the animals and bugs and this and that and the other. So it wasn't a super productive walk, but it was fun nonetheless. So, and that's more important than the walk itself, right? I'm at 3.98 miles. I need to do another mile because I was at just under 2 today, which I had to shit can a pair of shoes. They were a little bit older. Bought another pair. I had to moleskin the bottom of my foot. I got a blister right in between the front 2 toes, and I didn't let that stop me. I moleskined it, and I got another couple miles in today. So that's
rock
good.
on.
Yep. Make sure you get your footwear figured out. Hashtag thank God for moleskin.
Check the back and see if Mac is in.
See
if Mac is in the back.
Mac is not in the back.
No. Dang it.
I'm
All
not
right,
doing
so-
that walking thing, but I did a great 45-minute cardio, high thigh glute workout. Whoa, Sophia B, why are you working those glutes? You think you're better than us? Trying to get those thighs nice and toned? I look better in a bikini sometimes. Definitely better than Lawfully.
Hoochie Daddy shorts. All right, before you get off the drone thing, I've said this before. I've said it so many times I don't know if I've said it ever on one of your programs or not. But the United States when it comes to drones, we set what was acceptable use of a drone all through the global war on terror. Like we've set the word fails me.
Yeah, we got MacPack and Fiend Dog.
I guess the terms and conditions, if you will, of like who and what you can use a drone on.
Yeah, we set the precedents.
There we go.
Well,
Precedent.
we kind of just blow the shit out of whatever we want,
And
so
so
that's a
we're-
problem.
Well, yeah. So we can't be mad if and when an enemy uses them, let alone an asymmetrical enemy, you know, like a guerrilla enemy.
Right.
So we probably are not far off from us needing drone defense too. And I think it would be interesting to see.
Yeah, I
something
agree.
Like Colt used to have a concept weapon that they tried in like the 90s called the Steel Storm,
Mhm.
which was a big box, which this is not it, but a big box, probably
Mini
I don't know,
fridge
not
size.
like 24 by 24.
Yeah.
And it was just a big box with like a big grid, almost like Connect 4 of barrels that they would load with a caseless ammunition. And then it was electronically discharged so that it could just spray a stream of bullets. So think kind of like the CRAM that we already have for like airstrikes and stuff. You know, the thing that looks like a minion or like a white half of a Twinkie with the
Right.
big miniguns on it. It would work in the same way, but that way you're not firing rifle bullets that go 50 miles and then kill somebody sitting in their living room. This thing would just be like pistol caliber.
And these are available where and for how much?
Nowhere. And if it were and we said it would get you kicked off YouTube.
That's probably true.
It was a concept weapon that never got adopted.
I have seen the mini fridge size thing that they've been using in Ukraine, and I think that sets right at about 10K muffins. And what it does is it basically, at a certain range, I think it's no more than 2 miles. It basically just can, I don't know if it releases like a separate vibration or whatever, but basically it turns off frequencies so it can actually connect. So whatever it's using to pilot itself, it kind of just free falls, if that makes sense. Like it goes to wherever it can go on its own power at that point once it passes this radius, and it can't be steered or anything like that. So basically whatever direction and gravity takes it after it
Metal
passes that
storm.
field. Is that what it is?
Metal Storm, not Steel Storm. Excuse me.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know the name of it, but I know they've been using them in Ukraine, which is why a lot of people went back to like iron sights and stuff, because it can also kind of like auto lock on to like thermals and things like that. So, and some red dots, depending on how advanced they are, you know. So that's interesting tech as well.
We have,
Obviously not in our hands, but
well, the technology is there to where if you flip the switch, everything with it in a reasonable, well, you can obviously make it larger, but you know, you can get shit to drop right out of the sky. But there's also repercussions to that because you can't just target; it just does its thing.
right. It's
So
kind of like a blanket field
or
effect.
and it'll probably fry it.
Right. Well,
I found it. It was Metal Storm.
okay. Whatever. So did you buy one?
No.
That's unfortunate. All right, Mac. Did we lose Mac again? God damn it. All right, here's Mac. Mac's back. All right, we're going to watch this video real quick, Matt, so you can see what we're talking about, but not the whole thing. So look at these container ships here. They had little, let's see if it shows it. Damn it. That's not what I wanted. You bastards. All right, so basically these Connex containers, they had like little sheds in them, kind of like you go by at like Home Depot or whatever, right? And in the roofs of the sheds in these Connex containers, and they strategically placed them around Russia on like flatbeds and shit and dropped them off at locations. And I guess people checking them is like, oh, cool, it's a fucking shed. In the roofs of the sheds, they had these drones, and then the roofs came open, and the drones were able to fly out. They were quadcopter drones, and they're Turkish-made drones. If you can hear me, Mac, I don't know.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, he's back. Okay, cool. So this is what happened in Russia the other day, and then some stations are calling it their Pearl Harbor, right? So the main hit was aircraft, it sounds like. And these weren't the drones, but they hit. Where's it? They hit a lot of their a third of their nuclear bombing capabilities, of Russia's nuclear bombing capabilities. So they use these drones. Yeah, and a bunch of other shit. And it's damaged a bunch of others, but they haven't said they've taken them completely out of the fight yet. But look at the roofs. See in between the joists, all those little drones? So in between each roof joist, you get 3 to 4 drones, and then the metal just slid off the fucking top. It's actually pretty smart. It's almost like a Trojan horse, but tiny house style, right? Yeah, look at that. That just looks like a little container with like a solar deal. Like it could be a job trailer in America, right? That's crazy.
What's important now too is the Russians will be gun shy. They'll check every container.
Right. But
so that's going to slow down.
I mean, but you can't, so it's good. From what I've heard, it's already caused a whole bunch of problems in their homeland. Because, like, now you're weary of all the trucks driving down the road. Now you're fucking,
right.
Right.
Which now they're worried about the Putin's motorcade. I just seen an article that was 2 years old. They're worried about drone attacks on everything. So now everybody's gun shy for drone shit. This is changing the game because you can fuck up. See, this is how they did it. So this used to be a worldwide peace treaty deal where you had to have your nuclear capable delivery devices such as planes and whatnot, bombers, launchers, whatever. I don't know, submarines maybe.
They had
to be visible. Yeah, they had to be visible via satellite. And Russia backed out of this treaty, I think, a little over a year and a half, 2 years ago. And supposedly this Operation Spiderweb's been on the books for a year and a half, right? So they basically got free use of these satellites to see where their nuclear shit was to hit it. So anybody who has a satellite that could hit it, right? They could take a picture. I mean, if you can figure out where this is, just this image alone tells you enough that you can say, hey, let's hit these 5 right here in the middle, and everything else is gravy. You know what I mean? Which is crazy. The fact that Russia backed out of that, and then you were saying lawfully they were moving their stuff around, but then they kind of let it set too long, is crazy. So maybe they were just waiting for that. Maybe they were just waiting for the complacency. I don't know.
Howdy, Pilgrim.
It's pretty wild, though. It's a pretty strategic attack, and for the U.S. to claim not being involved in it is a little bit
which is hard to do when we supply the the satellite footage for them.
Well, anybody can get our shit. I mean, fuck, at that point, if they were sitting there long enough, Google Maps, if the car was going by, right?
I think
So
Google
what's
Maps.
on drones that size, like what's in them Raptors? What's the minimum height they can be at before to do damage to you?
I guess that would kind of depend on payload. But I mean, if it's just a half ounce of C4, I mean, whatever blast range is on that, and if you don't have any extra delivery like nails and fucking BBs and bearings and shit,
you can request satellite photos for a small amount of money from pretty much any.
What up, Pilgrim?
And it only takes a couple of days to get, depending on how much you're willing to pay, a few days to a week to get the photos.
Right. check this out. Old man Butt Wrinkles, World War I defense, balloons holding up nets to snag them. Monofilament line is a thing that people use for restaurants and things like that where like pigeons are a problem. You can buy this netting and or you can just buy higher end fishing monofilament line that's hard to see, right? You can make your own net. Now, your height and how much you save yourself from quote unquote a blast radius, better than nothing. Yes, your main objective with this is to hit the little rotors because they're cheap plastic, right? If you can mess up a couple of the rotors or one or the other side, get the drone off balance where it loses control, that's how you win. That's like low tech way to beat it, opposed to the high tech like the jamming shit and everything like that. The next lowest tech is get your redneck out with a shotgun who knows how to bird hunt, and there you go. But we're all human, and leading an unpredictable drone opposed to a natural flight path from a bird is a little bit harder, right? So.
Well, I think a bunch of poor guys that don't have any arms dealers to supply them with good stuff could make stuff like the old style cannons. A lot of the videos that I've seen over the last 2 or 3 years, the drones are less than 100 yards above their target when they're dropping stuff in on these guys. And I think a lot of that can be taken down with cannons, mortar cannon type setups that shoot a lot of shrapnel straight up in the air.
Giant blood.
That'd be cool.
I'm kind of missing a lot of what y'all are saying. My signal is shit here tonight. We got bad storms rolling through.
Yes.
I just seen it. Sorry. This is that thing Lawfully was talking about.
50,000 rounds per minute.
That's pretty sweet.
Hell yeah.
It's just a big box full of barrels with caseless ammo stacked on it.
What's that called?
Metal Storm. Colt didn't design it, another company did, but Colt, I think, maybe bought the rights to it or something. That's a screen cap from a video in Australia in 1997. But that's what I remember is that box like that. And they could set that up wherever. Imagine if you had like 4 or 5 of those at every airport or Air Force base, I should say. Or hell, you could stick them on top of army bases and stuff too if you wanted. Have a swarm of those set up on a rack and pinion or like a gyro where it can just that and a laser that senses or something. I don't know. Nerds can tie it all together.
Yeah, either way, they got to get something up and functional.
That'll have more range than your buckshot with a larger projectile, but then not so much that when it comes down, it, kills grandma and her cat sitting in the living room.
Yeah, we don't need to be smoking some crazy old cat lady.
Be our last ride on the electric toothbrush.
What's up there, Fiend Dog? How you doing, buddy? I haven't heard a word out of you yet. No Fiend Dog. Okay, check. All right. Anybody got anything further to go on the drone conversation?
No, they're a big concern of mine.
I think they're a bit of a problem. Yeah. Anyway.
A lot of drones, over the last years, they're way up there, and you can't even see them.
Right.
Stuff like that.
Right there, the shotgun is rotating back into the units, right? I think every unit is now going to go back to having one shotgun dude. Is that correct, Lawfully, or 2?
I don't know. I hadn't consulted the Defense Department.
Well, you should get on that. You're a smart guy. Cat lady with purple hair can go anyway. Yeah. would be Wild Annihilation, right? That thing would be sweet. I read they were developing a truck-mounted system that fired 40 rockets. I'll take 2. Potato stew. That sounds good. Yeah, the buckshot does have a problem. But,
There you go.
What can you do? The firestorm. What is that, like too many Gatling guns?
It's 4 40 millimeters.
Oh, I see it. It only looked like there was 2 for a second. That's cool. I want that on my truck.
It uses the crow's nest. So it probably gives you brain cancer.
That's just a little bit of cancer. Anthony Crouch, what's up, bro? Yeah,
That robot's got an L-can on it.
drones coming in, man. I don't know if you guys seen. Let me see if I can get a video of it. The new Spear drone. I don't know if you guys have seen this. It's crazy. What's that thing called? I forgot what they call it. Ball drone? I don't remember.
Ball drone. Like
Yeah,
a BB-8.
Yeah, it's seriously like BB-8. Yeah, here it is. Hang on. No joke, like BB-8.
Drone.
It is. You'll see it in a second. You'll shit your pants.
Do they ship them in a sack?
No, they do come as a pair though. All right, check this thing out. All right,
They do come as a pair.
it's like seriously a big BB-8. Like no joke.
Hey yo, Pat Riot, Teresa.
Hey
B.
yo, Pat Riot, Sophia B, and Teresa B.
Pat Riot, Sophia.
Pat, let me know if you are in the back chat. You do have the invite, sir. All right, present this.
Present Charms.
So check this sucker out. This is the new drone. It's supposed to walk with cops, allegedly, but it shits on that dog style drone that we have. So this thing is not supposed to be able to get tipped over or anything like that. It's impact resistant. It's supposed to never be able to fall over. It's supposed to be all terrain with these wheels. This looks kind of like street tread currently, but
So it's a one wheel with a weapon. Man,
well, it doesn't even use a weapon. All it does is it runs you over, so you can't like escape.
So it parks on top of you. When you get to the part where they actually show it do anything besides roll around. There we go.
Here we
It's
go.
getting off the course.
But yeah, so you can kick it. You can hit it with baseball bats and sticks and shit. It's got a net gun and a taser.
Okay.
So that's pretty wild. I don't know how many shots either have, but it's supposed to be like completely ambush resistant. So that way it's kind of set for like urban battle. So like if you think of Chicago with baseball bats, right?
You can't lean out the third floor and pour your hot oil on it.
No. So
Dang it.
this thing, it actually shows it versus that American drone that New York is currently using at high crime areas. That little four-legged one that the military is also using because it's supposed to be able to carry. Yeah, it's supposed to be able to carry like 500 pounds. So we use it to carry munitions and shit in a battle, or like a saw and a bunch of ammo and shit with it.
When they get a good shot of it, pause on it and zoom in. We can count how many cannons it has. The launchers.
Well,
I said a good picture. Come on, man.
they don't ever do like a sight. It looks like a one canister deal on this side. And then like a camera on the side, like an eye almost. I don't know. I don't know. It's tasers and net guns right now. Let me see if I can get on the left side. No.
Eduardo said it's literally something from Call of Duty.
Is it really?
I don't know. I haven't played the last like 4 Call of Duties.
Same.
When Snoop Dogg became a character in Call of Duty, I quit being interested in Call of Duty.
All right, so it looks like it has a canister left and right side. I don't know what it does for the taser, but 2 net guns essentially, maybe. Which,
Can it
if you
go
were going
upstairs?
against a small group, right? Send this in first and then your personnel.
Can it go upstairs?
Yeah, it's supposed to be able to do pretty much anything. What I see with the tread is maybe if like you were in the swamp or maybe sand would be an issue, but I would assume you could swap tread. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's not supposed to be able to tip over, so I don't know if it has like a geo balance system in it or some shit like that.
I wonder how many hamsters they have to put inside that thing.
Probably at least a dozen. So that's pretty freaking nuts, actually.
Well, see, we had the same thought.
Anthony Crouch said they got potholes around here big enough to swallow that sucker. Nice. I love that. We need some steel buckshot. Yeah, that's not enough, buddy. It's not enough.
No. Buckshot doesn't go fast enough. It has too
Right.
much surface area. Y'all need to quit with the steel. Steel is not as dense as lead. If you want better hardness or deeper penetration than lead, you need something as dense as lead but harder.
I do love penetration.
Tungsten, I bet you do. Somebody clip that. Coldfoot,
No,
Rewatch Crew. Somebody clip that.
definitely not, people. Looks like the buzzsaw from the movie Battleship. I don't know. I've never seen Battleship, demo man. Sorry. Looks like the Spy Kids hamster ball. That's hilarious. If we get thumbs, if AI makes thumbs, I'm gonna self tap out. Just saying. That would scare the shit out of me. If I see a fucking thumb coming at me, I'm out. Just saying.
Is the thumb flying at you, or is it running on the other 4 fingers?
It has like legs. Have you really not seen a thumb?
Uh-uh.
Oh man, it's gonna take me back. All right, check.
You didn't miss out on anything, I promise.
Yes, you did.
It was even worse if you wore the stupid 3D glasses.
No, you mean it was awesome.
No, I mean like you could have just gone to the bathroom and looked down and not gotten nauseous.
Oh my god.
So you don't get nauseous when you look down.
You have a
No,
finger. You have a
nauseous.
thumbnail on your thing. So these are thumbs. They're like they got thumb feet and arms and heads. And apparently, Lawfully's penis looks like a thumb. So you have a fingernail on your penis.
I don't mean now. I mean when that movie came out.
You had a thumbnail on your penis then? Did you see a doctor since or?
Well, I saw you.
Oh baby, that's not what I want.
Now you're adding qualifiers to your penetration.
Yeah, you jealous? You still showing shit?
Not on purpose.
Okay.
It's
We got
gone
fish sticks. What's up, buddy?
So let's rush this big response to their Pearl Harbor event.
I haven't seen anything crazy. I have seen that we've blown up several other things on Russia since. Well, I don't know if we, but probably us. They said they were going to respond within a day, and I thought today was going to be super interesting, but I hadn't seen anything unless I missed it. Did you guys see Russia respond with anything crazy?
No, and I don't know why they would call it their Pearl Harbor.
I don't know either. I think that was just like the TV, but
There was several people calling it their Pearl Harbor.
I mean, I'm not saying that they didn't have a few people die in the process, but I mean, the target was the airplanes, not ships that were full of people.
yeah,
The important thing to note is not only did they lose approximately a third of their nuclear capable long range bombers, but now because of that flight time to maintenance time, they're really reduced to only being able to field a third of their bombers.
Right. damaged runways and things where they were located, or what?
No, 1/3's gone. 1/3 can fly. 1/3 has to be maintained.
Yep, you always doing a 1/3 dance. I did see
That the tail ratio.
that they had in a big radar and were driving it around the truck. Maybe
Right.
didn't have any or whatever, and that got hit.
Gen X, yes. Was that Gen X? Sorry. Right. Eduardo Espinoza, yes. I think they were supposed to have peace talks in Turkey today, but I didn't hear how that worked out. Anybody have a 411 on that?
I'd be pretty upset to have peace talks in Turkey if I just had half my or a third of my Air Force taken out with Turkish drones.
Right. Well, I mean, maybe they didn't know at the time.
I'm telling you, man, Turkey's the fence sitter in NATO. They're playing both sides.
Oh, I already
Yeah.
knew that.
They want to put the Ottoman
I know
Empire
that
back together.
Russia basically claimed the parts of Ukraine they've held basically the entire war. Ukraine claims the new underwater bomb attack on the Russian bridge. Jesus, dude. Are these guys fucking retarded?
Yeah,
Let's
that's
find
the
some
one.
safe for work footage of that.
Yeah, I
No,
need to find
that
some
one
footage.
apparently they've had that set up for months. They only now set them off.
That's
They
really
had
weird.
put in during like maintenance or something, and they just decided to hit the button. I guess.
Did the comments stop working over on StreamYard? Because they're just flying by over on YouTube. They're not reading them.
Maybe. Let me look at my. They go faster. I look on the chat bot. Does Mayo make good lube? You know, Gen X, you let me know. Make a video on it, but post it to an alternate website. Drew from Oregon. What's up, Drew? Yeah, I think they were supposed to take place today. I hadn't seen anything. I'm pretty sure they were stalemated because Russia, basically, from what I understand, hasn't backed off of their demands ever in negotiation. They want the chunk of Ukraine they've held basically the entire war. Kiev reaffirmed its bid to be NATO. Russia demands that it may not be NATO, obviously. It's not looking like they did anything. He's basically using the same shit that he launched, from what I understand, from February 24th in 2022. So their demands basically have been the same thing. They're kind of broken recording it. They have conditions for a 30-day truce / ceasefire. They must pull all of their troops out of Donetsk, Luhansk, I'm probably butchering this, and Zaporizhzhia and Kherson, which is basically 4 regions Russia deems they were illegally annexed way back in 2022. They were never fully captured. They demand they be part of Russia. They also want absolutely zero deliveries from Western and Western allies, obviously. This is an interesting one. They want to make Ukraine demobilize and redeploy all of their forces. I would assume we take some ground while they do that. So strategic retreat, right? And replenish. And they ban the presence of third-party country forces on its soil, which we already know. There's a bunch of ex-NATO dudes and ex-contractors from Europe and the U.S. and all kinds of people are over there fighting, right? Basically, if it was Ukraine, they'd be smoked. But since other men they're good, doing good shit, it's a problem. But long story short, Russia's demands pretty much simplified and haven't changed, and nobody said yes, from what I understand. So
the
thoughts
top
on that?
on nowhere. Got it.
Yeah, absolutely nowhere. I assume Putin would be telling Ukraine to surrender or else. Yeah, basically, basically, I don't think Ukraine's going to get anything they want out of this. They're going to probably wind up losers. So, any other thoughts from the panel on that? No, good. Oh, great. This is the Tactical Muffin Top Doom stream. Let me do this. Cool. That Egyptian dude who did fire in Colorado had his family scooped up by ICE today.
I did see that.
Which is probably a good call. That guy had overstayed a visiting visa for years. Yeah, that guy was Egyptian.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. I've been talking for the last 5 minutes.
You maniac.
Yeah, the dude was here on like a vacation visa and just never left.
Right. For like years, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought as well.
Yeah, you said his family got scooped up. I hadn't seen that, but good.
Yeah. ICE
saw,
came
you
in
know-
and scooped up his wife and kid and or kids. I think they had one, if I remember right. But
I saw over the weekend on the local Facebook page where some lady was asking if it was like if she went to the immigration office, if they were going to like bag her and take her out the back door. Everybody was telling her, no, if you've got papers and whatever, you're fine. She was scared they were going to bag her up.
that's messed up.
Well, don't go to a fucking country you don't belong in. No American citizen has any different expectation if they went to some European country or China or anywhere and overstayed their visa. You would not expect them to not arrest you and deport you.
Right. And
Like,
or be in
don't
prison
commit
for a while.
crimes.
Yep.
And when you're visiting another country, right, wrong, or indifferent, follow their laws. If you go to China and try to pass out Bibles and spread the word, they'll put you in prison.
I agree.
Beat you with sticks.
Behead you, normal shit.
Nah, I don't think they do that.
Does America not have like? Because I know other countries that I've been to, like you need a certain amount of money in the bank in order to go there. You got to show that you got a way to get back home. You have to show where you're gonna be fucking staying. Like, do we not have any of that shit?
I think that's a work visa.
I feel like a lot of that stuff is very well overlooked. But yes, I think they come on alternate visas, which I think a chunk of them probably school visas, which is why I feel like they probably banned it. I think they seen some stuff happening, and on top of it all, they were also getting an education. I know a majority of that was for Chinese students, but we have a lot of Chinese kids coming over here, and maybe they're bumping our scores, which helps us in the short term, but in the long run, it's taking knowledge away from people that could otherwise do it, and our kids aren't getting any smarter because the systems that are teaching them aren't striving for that. They're striving for the cheap. And so when people come in and take advantage of that, and take the education and run, that's really messed up.
Pilgrim, that's what I was saying. Bibles are illegal in China.
Right. Yeah, China doesn't have a whole lot of freedom.
They tolerate, I think, Buddhism and what's the other Asian? I don't mean to sound ignorant, but Buddhism and
Taoism.
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 Yeah, I think Taoism.
Massachusetts has a shitload of illegals, dude.
Well, they have 1,500 fewer now.
Yeah. They run you over with their RC one wheel? Yeah, no shit. In China.
I forget what the
Hinduism.
count
There
has
you go.
been in Florida, but I know it's
Taoism.
Hinduism.
Yeah. Hindu or Taoism. Old Man Butt Wrinkles and Robert Hammond on that. Foreigners just takes from America, no one gives back. That's the problem. That is the $1 million problem, right?
We do brain drain the other countries, but I mean that's the goal. That's why you offer work visas is for brain drain.
Right.
We want to take the top
Brightest.
1% from everywhere else and roll them into the fold. But on the flip side of that, like on the exchange, they need to come here and become Americans, not
What's up, Metal? Yeah, that's the thing is they bring their culture or whatever, and they're way more proud of their country than here. And it's like, well, if your country's so fucking awesome, why are you here on our food stamps, bitch?
Well, the better question is why do we offer them?
I know that is bullshit. When you give them, Section 8 and HUD housing and everything else, when hardworking Americans, disabled Americans,
It's because they count on the census. That maybe they don't get to vote, but they count on the census, and then the Republicans get to get more, or not the Republicans, but the Democrats get to get more congressional seats.
and we haven't been properly brain draining in a long time.
Donald Trump don't trust China. China's asshole.
Yeah, China, bad China. China is the biggest dick in America. Trust me, I'm a smart guy. China is a bunch of bastards with slanty eyes. Believe me, Melania said it. She's great. She's beautiful. China.
Yeah, Trump ain't doing nothing about all the Christians that's being killed in Nigeria for the last 10 years. Or in Syria now that they've changed power in Syria, Christians are hunted like dogs there, murdered.
Yeah, we don't care about Nigeria or Syria. We'll be okay without those guys.
Huh?
I'm just kidding. Just playing. But yeah, I tell you what, yeah, stuff like that gets scooped under the rug because it doesn't fit their narrative, right? Which is bullshit. But as long as they can keep you focused on certain things. What you got, Lawfully? That guy looks like he's from Jersey.
And
I'm kind of irritated with Trump because gas
Have you
prices.
seen Donald Trump? Do you think he should step in?
Donald Trump don't trust China. China is asshole. It's China. We need.
Nice. China asshole. Yeah, that's funny. You doing good, Pilgrim? Dumb BDG from Alaska.
I get the whole tariff thing that he's doing is going to take time and all that, but I do not comprehend how the gas prices can continue to stay high and higher than it was when Biden left office.
I don't know. Mine just dropped 10 cents.
Just tell me they're all corrupt.
Yeah, I mean, if you had a certain goods or service and you were getting an expected amount and then you could increase it by 25% for basically no reason, would you drop it after that? That's going to be the problem is the individuals have to decide to drop it who own these businesses, right? And the people that own like all the Walmarts, all the Walgreens, all the Targets, they don't give a shit about us. They give a shit about making their shareholders happy.
You leave the walls out of this.
You listen here. I will not.
Go after Big Roof.
You calm down, sir.
I don't know. Oil prices are down.
Sorry. Yeah, oil is down. So the fact that the price is up is probably some shipping and things like that, I would assume. But yeah, I don't know why. I think it's
The price of
inflationary.
tea in China. What's costing them to make
should be
plastic and
cheaper.
stuff?
Yeah, tariffs brought to like 55 billion. Can't believe the USA in May alone. Some shit like that. Super Lawfully's got here. Oil prices. The biggest thing is I think everybody knows we're on the Super Great Depression 2.0, and no matter
Yeah.
what you do, the dollar is weaker today than it was last week. It's weaker than it
Yeah.
was yesterday. It's actually currently at 98 cents a dollar, which is the first time it's been under a dollar in my entire lifetime that I'm aware. That's not a good trend to be set. I know precious metal
Yeah, I think
markets
we're looking
up,
right at
crypto's up. Everybody's looking to jump ship to get somewhere that preserves your wealth, but there's only so much of all of that. It's all finite.
Yeah, I think we're looking straight in the face of another Great Depression.
Right. The problem is it's going to be worldwide because if we go into a depression and we all tighten up our pocketbooks and our belts,
Yeah.
everybody is required to work on our economy, right? Like we're the consumer, we're the great consumer, and if America tightens their belts, everybody tightens their belts. World War II, big reason why it took off was the fact that everybody was broke. You needed to generate mass cash flow for everybody, right? And if you remove extra dependence, war is really good at doing both of those things simultaneously. And certain men that own a lot of things will get rich. Old Man Buttwrinkle says, answer the phone. Yeah, I don't know who that was, but that's okay. Just crazy. You know what I mean? That's probably going to be the reason why World War III pops off is everybody's broke. Anybody got something to say about that?
All those oil companies have like supervillain names.
They are supervillains.
Yeah. Super villain.
They can afford to have supervillain shit, bro.
Like they sound like the kind of companies designing dinosaurs. Or
Hey man, they're bringing back Jurassic
it'd be pretty
Park
cool to be a
cereal.
Cossack. Bonnie Light. Shitty beer.
I don't know. You are right. The comments are broken on YouTube. Calling you about your car's extended warranty. That's hilarious, Metal. Dave's not here, man. Phil R. What's up, Phil? That's hilarious. There's a lot of shit. I don't want to cover the Molotov man just yet because I don't think they've even had a chance to investigate and get motive and all that figured out.
I think it's
Probably
funny he
is.
crispy crittered himself.
Oh yeah, he was sitting there flinging the bottles and shit around. What did you expect? Like, was that guy just expecting all of the flammable material that had been all over him to not fucking ignite? Like, what a moron.
Was it before or after he went back and hid in the bush?
I think he was fucking with all of his shit and got it before, but I could be mistaken. Like what a tard. Obviously, he wasn't the most intelligent, but there's other countries that are like that, man. Like their beliefs are so strong that they don't care about our laws and what looks out of place and odd and whatnot. Like
They have religious convictions
that are stronger than all of ours, you know, and they're very, very set in their morals and what they believe is right and wrong and how they believe it's okay to handle certain things, which are definitely not very first world most of the time. Definitely third world-esque solutions, which typically violence, right? Violence is a big control factor because whoever that owns the fear owns the people who fear, right? He tried getting a pew but was denied. Well, thank God. 2 Chinese nationals caught smuggling in fungus-deemed agroterrorism. Interesting.
Huh.
Well, it's The Last of Us for real. We're in trouble.
That's what I was going to say. What kind of fungus was it?
Man. If fucking I hear clickers, I swear to God. Just saying. Anybody got 2 cents to drop on that out of the panel?
I thought that was a pretty interesting scenario. That all started out by the cordyceps fungus, ended up in the whole grain and food supply, and that's
Right.
how the whole world caught it, all about the same time.
Yeah, it's messed up. I tell you what, that game was awesome. I enjoy the game more than the show. Let me see here. See
If they make movies about it, I'm sure some government on this planet is entertain the idea and exercise the ability to get some gain of function out of it.
Yeah. They got some Beyond Meals coming. I'm excited to try. I got them on sale last month. That'll be good videos.
You got
sorry
it
I haven't
last
been
month?
doing- Yeah, I bought them at the tail end of last month when the sale was still on. When I told everybody about it, like
Are
the
they still
last
gonna be
day.
fresh when they get there?
Beyond, yeah, like the nice meals from My Patriot.
Oh,
Yeah, I got that chicken gumbo, and I can't remember if I got that yellow chicken curry or what I got, but I was really excited about that gumbo.
Curry is
chicken
Oh.
curry.
Yeah, like yellow curry chicken.
the yellow chicken curries on sale on Amazon for like $6 a bag.
So good. Interesting. A town near me is running a large scale emergency thing, which you guys should look at your local news and see if you have anything like that. They're going to be running support team, CERT, specialized emergency response teams. The fire department will be involved, the sheriff's department, all of the schools, the hospital, dispatch center, rural fire will also be involved, multiple small town fires, and Nebraska emergency management, which would be police response, right? Last time they ran a drill like this, a security contract I was working at was military, and Homeland Security came and ran a drill. That's interesting. I should text my buddy and see if they know anything. That's news to me. It's within the hour, so that's popping off tomorrow here. Yeah, Sophia B. Mufster, New York did that not long ago. Right. But usually when they do this, I don't know if you know the situation in New York, but when they do this here, it doesn't happen every year. And last time, let's just say nobody passed above a C, which is terrible. Let me text this guy and see if he's heard anything.
Woohoo! I won the bake-off.
Good work.
God damn, old man Bone Wrinkles really won it. Save some muffins for the rest of us.
See what that gets me for some information. Sorry, that wasn't the article I wanted to even attempt to look at. You got like twice what I got. There you go, old man. 10-4. Right. Yeah, Sophia B. So that's crazy. Make sure you guys are checking that out. You won 70,000 muffins lawfully, you greedy bastard. I've yet to find a pouch that I'm happy with, by the way, for the mini chest pouch. I kind of want one that has like Molly on the side to put like a water bottle. But then I'm like, man, that's just too much shit. I'll just throw it in with the pistol, but then it'll like clink around and shit. I don't know. I'm not happy with anything I found yet. I've kind of been. I was going to switch from the Condor one to the 511 one, but the 511 one looks a little too tactical, so I don't know. I probably just won't get anything.
TMT, do you like Chick-fil-A?
I don't even know if we have one in the state. I've had it one time. It was okay.
When you go to Florida,
If you fucking ruin Chick-fil-A for me, I'm gonna be very upset with you, lawfully.
they're bringing back their popular peach milkshake.
Ew. I don't like milkshakes. It's like a consistency thing.
That'd fool me.
Is it because I'm fat?
No, it's because they're creamy. You can suck it with a straw.
Jeez. Don't tell everybody your favorite fucking side gig. God damn.
Big bearded
What?
warrior.
Meta signed a 20-year nuclear power deal to meet their AI demands. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Hey, good.
Oh, Jesus.
That's going to be one of the bigger threats.
Yeah, no shit. The smoke in Canada is requiring people to stay inside for air quality. ICE is deporting a lot of people, which I approve. I'm not seeing anything crazy. What do you guys know? Anything in the news you care to discuss? There's been a lot. It's kind of hard to keep up.
I did see a thing where the Marines have been training with the Philippine military a whole lot here lately.
Interesting. We need the Philippines, huh?
They are a territory.
Makes sense. What's their climate most close to that we're going to go to war with?
The Philippines climate?
Well, they're rain tropical.
So not Iran.
Yeah, their coldest weather's maybe 60.
They're
It's like 10 and humid the rest of the year. Monsoons a lot, or typhoons.
tons of mountains.
Yeah,
They're
monsoons.
They're gearing up for the Battle of Colorado.
Take it back from the freaks.
What's going on in Colorado?
Oh, that dude. A lot of shit, actually. Pretty heavy cartel activity. Tren de la Agua is still active, although I've been seeing it suppressed to the news. Ammo runs. Dude with Molotov cocktails from Egypt who came here on a traveling visa who just decided to stay. Torched a bunch of dudes the other day. It's just Colorado stuff.
He attacked a Jewish protest.
This is
Yeah, I've seen that.
Jewish march.
He's been
FEMA's
spying
gearing
on
up
him for a
hurricane
while.
season. Thank God. Oh, there we go. The Senate's going for to look at these overstayers of different visa types, kind of because of this dude in Colorado kind of spiked that, I would assume. Which is good.
Well, if you overstayed your visa, you're breaking the fucking law.
Right?
I mean,
I know people that came out of country. I still talk to a very good friend who was from Italy on a program for school, for an exchange student program. We're still friends to this day. I know people who came up from Mexico the right way. Still friends today.
Yeah.
Like, I know people that do it right. And my wife loves 90 Day Fiance, so I would assume they're probably doing it the right way. It's a lot of shit, man. A lot of deportation popping off, which is good. Get these people out before they can collectively line up. Geomagnetic storms, if you're anywhere where you can see Aurora Borealis, where you typically cannot, expect some damage to some infrastructure. If you're anywhere like that, I wonder if it has a list of the states that can see that. I thought I seen a map.
you can find the maps on them.
That's what I thought. That can be an issue. I know it has issues as far as just even basic cell phones or radios,
GPS.
laptops. Yeah, GPS. I don't know if anybody's had any issues with that or if they're in an area that is occurring.
And that's not a good thing.
For all the kind of coastal people, heads up, it is hurricane season again.
Right. Well, the problem with that is that means the sun's freaking out a lot more, but the 13 states tonight. Here we go. That just means that with the frequency of it, it just increases the Carrington event, right?
Yes.
Alaska to Oregon should be able to see the Aurora Borealis. June 3rd, tonight. So if you're in that area, if you have Tech Protect bags, things like that, homemade Faraday cage, worst case scenario, unplug a microwave and chuck some stuff in the microwave that you want to keep. Weapons,
Microwave
lights,
don't do nothing.
it's better than nothing.
I was gonna say,
do the old tinfoil trick.
It's not tin anymore. It's aluminum.
Whatever. Early hours, late June 2nd. Slight chance of G3 geomagnetic storms with minor G1s, G2s. I think the last one that we had, a really big one, was G5, which is technically the Carrington event. Is that how it breaks down?
not super familiar.
Same. States included: Alaska, Minnesota, North Dakota, Montana, Wisconsin, Michigan, Upper Peninsula, South Dakota, Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Idaho, Washington, and Oregon. If you are chilling in any one of those, increase your EMP survival instincts, I guess. Which now may be a good time if you don't have it. Get you a couple Tech Protect bags or some EMP proof, supposed EMP proof bags, because why not? Lawfully, what are you scrolling your phone like a pre-tween?
I don't know, but I will say this. Anytime, maybe I won't say it, but yeah, bags are good.
Sophia B says she's seen them in PA. Nice.
There's a storm coming. I was checking to see.
Thunderstorm or?
No. The
Geo?
tornado kind.
Oh, no.
Potentially.
Stay frosty, sir. Backwoods in the back. What up? Ascension 3D, 5D split. The ones still asleep pushing the program may not make it and have to experience tribulation. Satan's little season's almost over. That's just depressing, Backwoods. But yeah, there's some biblical times sounding like that. Bad Dream said sounds like a bunch of dim states. Yeah, unfortunately, but there's still good people in those states too. It's funny to say that, but there's still all the rural people in every state that mostly balance out the votes. Like, it's the big cities that kind of do it, like Nebraska. It takes the entire rest of the state to vote red to counterbalance 2 fucking towns or cities or whatever you would call them. Just the population density. When you get an old farmer who owns 8 fucking cornfields and him and his wife are the only people, for miles, and then you do that again and again and again, it takes a lot of those old farmers to quit working for the day to go vote to balance out. So while it's fun to say that, and it's fun to say stuff like about California and shit, there's still a lot of agricultural people there that are 2A red-blooded Americans, same as anybody from where you live, So that just means that many more desperate people are going to go out to these people that may find it harder to link up, especially in a dim state, because you get a bunch of Karens and a bunch of laws and bylaws and city and local codes that just fuck you. It's a bad spot to be, which I appreciate not being there, but it's crazy. Spinny Storm, yes. Backwoods in the house. Espinarzo. I don't know what you're doing with that little spin deal, but
Tornado.
oh no. Yeah, keep me posted on that.
No, he's talking about a tornado.
No, yeah, I'm saying you keep me posted in your area and how you're doing, sir. But I don't know. You guys got anything else you want to talk about? I mean, it's been pretty crazy. I think.
That last pickle recipe you gave me has been working out, by the way.
You're welcome. The one with the pickle juice and the celery.
Yeah, and then the brine you went over with me.
Yeah, it's good shit, dude.
Yep.
My favorite is the Mrs. What is it, Mrs. Dickey's, and then I add dill and garlic, and then a teaspoon of pickling salt. The crunch, the one that's like a crunch enhancer, or whatever, that really takes it to the next level. And then obviously your 5% vinegar, which FYI, that has been hard to find. If you find it, you might, if you are planning on attempting to can this year, make sure you get the 5% vinegar. If you see it, go ahead and buy you a couple jugs when you see it, because I have been seeing a large influx of the 4%, and it does not have enough acidity to deem the food safe. So you must use 5% acidity. Otherwise, you can get botulism and things.
Oh, fuck.
I'll leave for a second and come back, and you're talking about being acidic.
Yeah, talking about pickling and canning things. I've been seeing a large concentration of 4% acidic white vinegar, and you cannot can with that. You have to use 5%. It's not high enough acidity level.
Can you pickle your panties?
God, you're such a bastard.
Well, like where it bleaches your panties.
Anyway, I don't know. I don't have panties. I just have elephant thongs, and then I have Duluth Buck naked underwear. How's everybody doing with employment? Hey, this is a good topic. Gen X Gemini. Company laid off 30 people last week. I'm glad to hear that you were not one of them, Gen X, which you didn't think you were, but layoffs are happening. I know some people looking for jobs, and they're not having luck finding high-paying jobs. They can find lower-paying jobs with mediocre amount of hours. If you guys watch Twin Arrow Survival 2.0, he's having a hell of a time getting a new job. So, you know, and I think he also said his son's in the same boat. So I think the job market's getting harder. As we said earlier, people are hitting that inner notch on their belts and tightening up and cutting out things they don't need and doing the side gig and eating some cheaper meals. My sorry ass boss cut my pay backwards. That's bullshit, bro.
Like your pay per hour or just the hours he's working you?
I think he has contract pay. Per contract he does, is how he does it, I believe. Calhoun said, lawfully armed how tactical muffin top gets during his time of the month. His pH gets all off. Yeah, see, that's what the vinegar's for, you know? Patriot from Warsaw, what's up? How you doing, buddy? Oh, it's per hour for that one? That's messed up backwards. You tell him he's gay? Tell him from me, would you? Has to be the same acidity as yogurt in the end. Interesting. Tell him you need a vacation. Yeah, there you go. Anthony gets it. Hell yeah. I picked up both 5 and 6%. Oh, I don't know if I've seen the 6% around. That's cool. Is there advantage over the 6%? Is it like a taste thing, or is it better? I don't know. The most I've ever used is 5, I think. Interesting. Chasing Ghosts, what's up? Good to see you. Every decade or so, mass layoffs, good paying jobs, release, lesser paying jobs. Yeah, it's been a cycle. I could see that. Yeah. Patriot from Warsaw. I know you're an adult. I'm just a nice guy sometimes. Don't poke the bear. Good to see you. Tactical Muffin Top been dealing with layoffs since February. Really? Shit. That sucks, dude. Came from biofuel sector. Interesting. Could go on for hours. Instability is ahead. Everybody needs to prep even harder. Amen. Don't poke the bear. Hopefully you get something more steady and stable and get into a different job market, sir. I'm sorry about that. It's probably
Did you
my voice.
basically just tell him to learn to code?
No, I'm not fucking Biden. There's other fields that you can sidestep from that. I'm still, I'm always looking. I'm really depressed. I needed a mechanical license for something I applied for that I do not have the time to go get. That would have been a really good gig.
Yeah, I might be taking a cut in pay to do something a little bit more sustainable.
Hey, man. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Biden had prostate cancer, didn't take a PSA test since 2014. Yeah. It's really bad they had to go that direction. Eduardo said if the lid pops, you can still cook it out too, but at higher temps. Interesting. Randy Butternub says he has a CDL and having a dog of a time finding something. Really? Shit, man. A CDL over here in Nebraska means you pretty much have a job whenever, wherever, whatever town you want. Just depends if you want to be home every day or not. Yeah, like CDL and forklift around here, you can get a lot of shit. Welding, trade schools, snow and grass removal. You always got something. Construction. Patriot from Warsaw. What's up with the question mark, bro?
His previous question, did you watch his Chinese video?
Oh, did I miss it? That Chinese Punisher video? No, I hadn't had a chance to watch that yet. I'll check it out. Is that what that was? Let me go back and look at that. Did you send that to me in a message or in the war tab?
All right, Kowloon, you're in here now. Don't mess up the bake-off. It's been good all night.
Yeah, let me mess it up.
It's been paying dividends.
Here you go. Dropping 100,000 muffs.
I don't know if I'd say it like that.
Nope, that's exactly how I say it. You're welcome. You love it. I'm not seeing a Punisher looking thing. See the AK versus the 81 above the rifle used. Chinese Type 81. Okay. Highly killed sniper. Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's the Punisher? Oh, yeah, I see your comment. The Chinese Punisher from 1994. No, I hadn't had a chance to watch that yet. I'll check it out. What am I missing? Get chat. You can tell me something you want to talk about, or panel. You can fucking say something. I love you guys.
Jason Ghost said trucking is dead. Mass layoffs.
That's not good. Pat's doing good.
Yeah, but he took a new job where he drives across the country and back every week.
That is true. But he gets 3 days off in a row. It's pretty nice. And he gets to be with his wife the whole time. There's a few sectors that aren't going to feel the pinch soon. Everyone needs to be ready to pivot field-wise. I'm going back to school starting next week. Don't poke the bear says shit. I will tell you, in the field that I'm seeing large issues with steel controls, anything electric controls, anything gas controls. Oh my God. Trying to find, and it's not even necessarily all the big shit. Like, we're having issues with small shit like timers, which is going to even affect residential shit. It's going to affect refrigeration sectors for like chillers and coolers and shit. A lot of just fuses. Jesus, you cannot fucking buy fuses to save your life because apparently there's a shortage of sand to make the fucking fuses. Man,
You guys got a bunch of thermostats up there right now? Are you guys hoarding them all?
we buy a lot of stuff, yes.
Fuck, man.
But yeah, there's all kinds of shit.
I rocked it.
Honeywell and Maxitrol, which is pretty much the mass majority of controls for gas and electric in the HVAC market, and PMC and building controls and things like that. fucking horrendous to get a hold of. Still far too many drivers. Gotcha. Hey, Pat said, so much for learning to code. AI can code, so you're screwed. Maybe that was their plan. Yeah, no shit.
I know this is kind of page 6, but I'll go ahead and amend something I said on my chat the other night.
You bastard. What are you doing?
I was wrong. When the magnetic poles flip or shift, the Earth won't stop spinning or change direction or whatever. So no, we won't slam into the wall at 800 plus miles an hour.
No,
So now I'm worried. Now I'm worried about the poles slipping again.
it just
For a
changed.
while, I had just decided that I couldn't do anything about it.
I think it just flips basically climate from north to south pole, right?
Yeah, it puts like from California to like the Midwest fucked.
Right. Go
Flips
me.
the
I'm fucked. Hooray. Yeah, and it makes all your compasses definitely you need to redirect, rotate your north to south, right? Drive for FedEx. They're picking up Amazon contracts that UPS just dropped. Yeah. I think one of those is going bankrupt, right? Is it FedEx?
No, they're both doing good.
No, they're not. They're doing horrendous. Backwood says lots of Americans are lazy. I take advantage of that. I cut grass, clear brush, shit. I'll come to your house and carry all the trash and wash the trash can out. There's money to be made. Hell yeah, dude. That's the real American spirit, and 100% Backwoods. I'm down for that.
I did that when I first moved to Florida. I landscaped all day long, and then at night, I would go pick up trash cans in an outside the doors, pick up the trash in an apartment complex, and it was actually pretty good fucking money.
What's buy guy stuff? I don't understand, Sassy. Hey, everybody, I get that, but what's the buy guys stuff? Yeah, buy what you want. Not interfering. No, buy it up. It just flips the magnetic north. It doesn't flip the planet or change the axis, says old man butt wrinkles. Yeah, there you go. Demo Man Don said, we all know that fat bottom girls make the rocket world go round. Proud of you, Demo. How was your steak, sir? It's right hand rule, basically. There you go.
Anybody know of some good, like, healthy hot dogs brands?
Think about what you just said. Say that sentence again, but slowly.
I learned it while I was dogs.
If you get like more like gourmet stuff, I tell you what, Sam's has these chicken apple and these chicken spinach hot dog things that I really like. They're freaking delicious.
Don't try and gentrify a hot dog.
Hey, I'm just saying. I also stock the shit out of Ballpark Beef Franks, but I also like Nathan's hot dogs. Are good.
Fuck yeah, they are.
They're super good. Kosher dogs probably the healthiest. Yeah, that's probably true. Probably right, Jason Ghost.
No nitrates, nitrides, or fillers.
Mm-hmm.
And they're circumcised.
To your pleasure.
For cleanliness.
Right. Every time I think of that, I think Nathan Skinless just sang Sophia B's down. Bake Off. Pat's rocking the Bake Off. Let's see what we got. I kind of like the skin. I like that hard little snap crunch. You know what some of my favorite ones are, especially when you're cooking them over a campfire, is those red ones that come like in a string. Those are so fucking good over the fire, dude. Maybe I'm so fashioned.
Red hot dogs are just the same.
They're good, dude. Backwoods is in deep thought. Backwoods, if you want a link, buddy, let me know. I know if you're still working, I get it. Construction strong in central Indiana, booked up in the next 2 to 3 months. Summer hasn't even started yet. Already thinking about bad winter coming. Yeah, we haven't slowed down. I'm about 1.5 years behind on units, and that's really starting to come up to being a parts issue. Few batches came out poorly, but for the most part, it went really well. The Bake Off, Dom BDG
Yes!
sold out with 500. Sophia B got 1250. Pat Riot got 1875. Lawfully Armed got 97,000. Jesus. I got 52.5. Calhoun Republic rolled out with 343. Nice.
I don't have real money to play with, but I can mess with muffins.
Hey, man, that's good. We'll
You
spend
guys
it
are
on.
all gonna be so sad the day that the muffin game isn't working right, and you guys get fucked on the Bake Off.
Hey, man, that'll be the day. I'm off now. Just got done with dinner. 2 lightly toasted BLT. So good. Dude, that sounds fucking good. Backwoods. I like me some BLT. I tell you what, man, I made some bomb freaking grilled cheese. I used some sourdough bread, hit it with that Kerrygold butter. Oh, my Lord. It's so good.
Oh, so you've heard of Kerrygold butter, but you
Yeah.
insist on Miracle Whip?
Miracle Whip is the best.
You're fucking
You hear
wrong.
that? You hear that, Backwoods?
Miracle Whip is awesome, man. I don't have your weird fantasy exotic Duke mayo up here. I don't know what the fuck that is. You guys don't have fucking Dorothy Lynch, so let's just calm the fuck down. Sophia B violently robbed the Bake Off at Justin B lost 2,000 one night. Hey man, we adjusted the rates. Everybody should pretty much be just cranking out muffins at this point. Teresa B back with the hello everybody. What's up, Teresa B? Old man Butt Wrinkle said he got robbed, but whatever. That's funny. Bully him more. Who we bullying? Y'all are silly. Sophia B said, take that back, Muster. Miracle Whip is total fucking filth. Nah, man. It's tangy and sweet. It's delicioso. It's all fake mayo. Old man Butt Wrinkles is correct. I don't know as if I've ever like found some organic mayo. I don't know as if I've really been looking for it, but
You gotta have best yet mayo
best
with
yet.
a couple of slices of spam in there.
All right, I'm Googling. I did have some spam this week. I was so depressed. Did you guys see? Oh, man. Have you guys been watching the food recall list we have? It's fucking ridiculous, dude. They hit my
They're
spam.
recalling the Dinty Moore beef stew.
No. Are you serious?
Yeah,
Did
dude.
you
You
not
better.
click on the link?
Oh, my God.
Do you just see the headlines and panic, or do you go read the articles?
No, I didn't get a chance to read that article that happened, dude. What do you want from
Because
me?
half of those food recall
Affect you.
notifications that get shared in the Discord, you go click on it and read it. A lot of the time, there's nothing wrong with the food. It's where they didn't disclose an allergen or the label was wrong or something.
Yeah, and then the other half of the time, it's they have fucking wood and plastic and shit in them.
You've got wood and plastic in you.
I got something that's as hard as wood for you, buddy. Aldi's pre-made stuffed salmon. That sounds
I'm going to have to go to HR if you keep that up.
There's no HR here, buddy. It's the fucking wild, wild west. Public health issue. I don't know what this these ready to eat soups. I never bought any of those either. I like to make my own soup. Kitchen faucets. What are you Googling about?
The fuck?
Calhoun wants to bully me more? Well, I'm not going to do it. CGNX is down for the Miracle Whip. Don't be fucking crazy. Miracle Whip tastes like taffy? What the fuck kind of taffy do you eat, Eduardo?
So, do you put Miracle Whip in your potato or macaroni salad too?
No, I don't make potato or macaroni salad.
I'm not saying it doesn't have its place, but
I just put it on my sandwiches.
masquerading as mayonnaise is not its place.
Listen to me, motherfucker. It tastes better than regular mayonnaise.
I don't even want to talk about it no more.
Now, now I'm drinking cold white chocolate strawberry moonshine.
Did you just turn into Sabrina Carpenter? 'Cause
I don't
the way
know
you-
what's. But do you wear your high heels with that backwoods and put your pinky up, or like what kind of fancy ass moonshine do you got? I don't know. Now I'm getting scared. Miracle Whip tastes like taffy. See,
See, we talk about food and we derail it.
I don't know. I don't
it
even
makes for a good
know
show.
how to fucking respond to this right now.
Miracle Whip is Diddy Mayo.
What? Y'all are going too fast for the chat.
Oh,
You guys
that-
should get over here and get in a room to really. Calhoun, we may have to get a restraining order.
That reminds me, I do have some strawberry wine and some honey wine kicking around here that I have.
I've never
open.
been big into wine. Don't
Says
poke
the man
bear
who
said,
named himself.
What? I have a gluten problem. Had several items that were issues. Really? Miracle Whip? That sucks. ACR just dropped a video. What a coincidence, Janek said. We'll have to check it out. Real mayo or you're a commie? Well, give me that AK, baby, because I like Miracle Whip. Miracle Whip
You're always
tastes like
opposed to
you
AK.
guys are just
Mayo
Miracle Whip
Light
fucking haters.
answer right now.
Miracle Whip
I'm
tastes
sure
like
it's what it is.
mayonnaise cannon that went bad so bad. I don't know. It's good, bro. You crazy. You're being crazy, Sophia B. Here's Demo Man. Miracle Whip is Diddy Mayo. Hey, man. He did get laid a lot.
I like that one. Miracle Whip is Diddy Mail. I like that. That's funny.
But make that into a quote. What up, Ayo, Pat Riot?
Hey,
You're not even driving. You're at home. You fucker.
yeah,
Hey,
Where
it's
have
it's
you
harder
been?
for me to get on when I'm at home because I've got shit going on.
hey, Pat,
I
Whip
j-
or mail?
just what I did, what, who, where?
Where's your All right. What's your perspective on Mayo?
Miracle Whip.
Oh yeah, Pat Riot with the Miracle Whip. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Grilled cheese must be made on the stove in a skillet with real butter and cheddar cheese. You can also substitute Miracle Whip on the outside because the egg will help it crisp, kind of like French toast.
So will mail.
Yeah. See, go Mayo. Calhoun, don't poke the bear tactical muffin top. The only thing I use Mayo for is a binder, and it's Duke's all the way. I don't know what the fuck Duke's is. I don't have Duke's Mayo. I don't know what you people are talking about.
Dude, Duke's mail is expensive, but it's good.
Guys, I don't know what that is.
Coldfoot, you'll have to go back about an hour, but there's another quote you've got to add.
Yeah, apparently. Where did Matt go? Matt dipped in and out, and then he said, fuck it. Whoa, chest rig time. Micro chest rig time. Ooh, look at Pat. With a dongler. I need me a dangler. Is that a mag pouch or?
Yeah, it's a 4 mag pouch. It's got pouches on the sides that are big enough to put a Baofeng in, like a admin pouch in the middle. It's relatively big. And then another identical pouch on the other side. It's all sewn together, like you can't switch it around, but the whole back is Velcro. So you can put your dingle dangles on. This is the Refuge Medical Arc Advanced Ripaway.
Loaded.
Ta-da!
For the bean count on that chest rig, man.
Yeah, how many muffins?
It's like 38 muffins.
Really? What is it?
What brand?
Yeah.
It was
Oh, it's one Tigress.
Really?
It reminds me of the Nezumi rig, like the material it's made from and everything. But they got the like YKK zippers. Comes with a bunch of stuff that tells you what all the materials are made out of, but it's pretty good stuff.
Damn. Yeah, for 38 muffins. It's not
I put a link in there because one of your last chats I missed, and I was listening to it later, and you said something about wanting a micro chest rig, and I tried to tag you in it. It's 10% off right now on Amazon.
I'm looking for like a micro chest rig that doesn't look tactical that I can throw like my pistol and a water bottle in.
Well, you can get just black.
Yeah, I'd probably go like olive drab. I think it would blend enough. Calhoun Republic said tactical muffin top. My skin is white, but my neck is red. I put Miracle Whip on my Wonder Bread. Bam, bam, chicka, bam, bitch. That'd be a 6 song starter.
Let me go grab a small water bottle. Let me see if it'll fit in one of these.
Pat's drunk. That's funny.
I am not drunk. I very rarely drink.
Boy, we got the quote. We got a quote added. Quote 16 as Miracle Whip is Diddy Mayo. You bastards.
Nice.
Miracle Whip is and mayonnaise are not close to the same thing. They each have their uses. I don't know how to tell you this.
Yeah, one belongs in the trash.
Yeah, and the other one belongs on my sandwiches, and it's Miracle Whip. Don't Poke the Bear said Jesus H. Somebody sent TMT some Dukes. That's hilarious.
You know what? I haven't closed out your thing. I think I'll throw a thing of Dukes in there.
Oh man, is that going to be fucking nasty in the mail though?
No,
Okay,
it's show
I'll
stick.
try it. If it's super awesome, then I have to buy some. Eduardo said that's like saying Spam is better than steak because both are cheaper versions, and America is also American cheese. Oh, no. No. I don't do that cheese. First off, they both have their place because I love both steak and Spam. But I will take a steak every time over Spam. Yes.
Oh, but that rig is up under hot deals
There you go.
all the way at the top.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I thought
Whip
you
is
put.
not mayo. It has.
I thought you put that tab in just for me
No,
because I put that in there. Here we go.
No eggs. It's good
Take
for
a mag out. See if you can jam a
Well, you want
Gatorade in there.
electrolytes when you're running and gunning.
Gatorade's not working that great.
Flip it upside down.
Water bottle slides right in with the mag pouches.
Jeez,
Easily.
You got that all lubed up, huh?
Just the regular, shitty, purified drinking water, great value.
Yeah.
Slides right in there. Let me check.
That's what I do on my taps rig, but I have a stainless steel water bottle that's like the same exact size, but a little bit taller. Oh, here's Lawfully showing his shit. He's cute.
Oh, the radio pouches.
No, I've never seen that before. We don't have anything that looks like that here.
The flaps on the side,
Don't
you
forget
can
to take that out.
you can remove them. They Velcro in and out, and you can adjust them up and down.
Huh.
And I wasn't super thrilled with the way it was. It was like a Y harness.
Yeah.
So I put on an H harness. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah.
This one just happened to have Velcro on the front strap, so I just jammed it behind the Velcro panel, and then the back of the H harness I attached to my belt,
There you go.
so it holds my damn pants up.
I have that problem.
And
You still, after cutting all the weight on your belt, you still had to go with the harness?
I put since I lost water on my chest rig, I put water back on my belt.
Gotcha. Look at that muffin top. Man, y'all hating on my Miracle Whip choice. Bastards. Yeah, I took all that stuff off my belt, and my core seems to do decent now. But I could see if I was like running, you could still have a problem. Oh yeah, Pat Riot. Diddy him down, homies.
No.
It's no longer a dangler. It's a belly button.
No, he went.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not sure how high up how much higher up I want it.
You want it high enough that it dangles, not that it drags.
Easy.
Whoa.
I left the it has two buckles on each side. The X harness went from the top buckles around your shoulders and across, and then to these top buckles, and it was sawing into my neck. And so the H harness, and then I left like the belly band on there, so it keeps it to you, so it doesn't like flop over.
Right.
Doesn't like flop or anything when you bend
Have
over.
you seen those side deals that they put like 2 mags in for like with plates and stuff, like in your chest rig kind of deal? I always thought about especially on my tap, since I like to carry that stainless steel water bottle in it, about just running 2 mags over there so I could throw a water bottle in the chest rig, you know? Because you're right. As soon as you put water on your belt with the no ass condition that we both share, it does sag your fucking belt.
There we go. Now that my belt is down where my belt actually rides, maybe Lawfully is a lot happier with where it sits.
Nope.
Right there's my collarbone. Sits right on my.
Clip your dongler there, sir.
It's your body. Wear it where you want. I'm just messing with you about it being a dangler.
Randy Butternut said he sloshed. Nice. Hopefully this is entertaining for you. Sophia B, I live too far away and it would not survive the heat. That's funny. Don't poke them.
I might actually, if they could make these. Oh shit! Ooh, Battle Belts doesn't like this chair. You know, if they'd make one of these that wasn't so freaking noisy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That they have a stainless steel one. I got a bunch of them at the Goodwill for $1 a pop. They're like the same size as a water bottle, dude. They're great. That's yeah. The problem with the plastic water bottles is, especially if you have to like freaking jump on the ground or something, that thing's just gonna blow out and soak. You know, that would suck.
That cap's gonna
Like, oh,
pop off and hit
yeah,
you right
like-
in the nose.
Yeah, I'm thirsty. Oh no, it's all over my shit.
Buy the bottles.
I mean-
with good cap.
I mean, but you see the soldiers and stuff. They all had just the regular old water bottles.
Yeah. That could be just like a weight thing too. But also when you're a soldier, you
We're
got
not-
fucking 50 dudes deep and you don't have to worry about a noisy water bottle either.
Yeah, we're not ninjas either.
Yeah.
Like if you're moving through the woods or unless you're on blacktop, you're making noise.
Right. Which is unfortunate. That was good shit. Backwoods was all about that freaking your vest drop there, Lawful. I got your back.
This is real.
like
like-
yummy. Thank you, Janex.
All I got to do, I got to take care of these straps. Like I got to roll them up and tape them. But other than that, I'm super happy with this.
Yeah.
Like
for-
I might sell that stupid expensive chest rig. You know, the giant thing.
Mm-hmm. Drop it in the gear swap tab. I just tuck my sidearm
Backwoods
and
said,
extra
"Be a
mag
man."
in my waistline, saves money and toughens the skin. Just saying. Geez, you hillbilly Backwoods. I rock an undershirt, sir.
He said, "Be a man."
Did the bake off go?
I don't even know anymore, man.
Don't poke the bear said we aren't hating. We're just trying to persuade you to an enlightened state of cooking. That's all. Nice. Appreciate it. It's funny. Do you have a dump pouch? Yeah, Pat. Do you got a dump pouch on that? Oh, there you go.
It's all rolled up right now.
What do you think about? Have you seen the people I've been seeing the trend where people are putting the dump pouch on their chest rig in the front or in the front on their belt. I've always just put it behind my mags, left hand.
Yeah,
side.
that's where it's on the front of mine. It's like right.
I'm talking like over your dick front, like front and center. I don't understand.
mean,
that. I don't want to get my dick.
that's
smacked.
where my buckle is. How do you get it?
Yeah,
I guess
don't
if it's
know.
on your chest, if it's on your chest rig, then yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it on the chest.
Where does the kangaroo keep its joeys?
I don't know, but I don't want nothing touching my Joey. So
Yeah, I feel like once you unfurl that and start throwing some shit in there, you take off running, it's just gonna slap you in the dick.
right, that's just like running a single point sling. You're just gonna tap your rack. Fuck that. Muffin Top, how many of us in here actually EDC a single wall water bottle? The hardest thing to create in nature is a water vessel. Yeah. I have one in every one of my cars.
These dummy cheap ones, imagine like if you emptied it and just balled it up as tiny as you could and then put the lid back on it. It wouldn't take much to carry it around, really.
Pat, think about what you just said.
What?
They make those little roll up fucking things for like a Sawyer or whatever. Just
Yeah, those aren't as resistant as these things. Like you try to put a hole in this little thing. It's tough.
You can bite a hole in those.
You're being silly.
Plastic water bottles. You can bite a hole in.
You
them.
bring your crushed up water bottle. I'll bring my rolled up water sock, and we'll drink from each other. You drink from your container. I'll drink from mine. Okay. Weight though, you probably got me on weight for the water bottle though. I'll give you that.
Now yours would be quieter.
Have you seen the platypus bottles?
Yeah, like the little socks.
No.
They kind of got like a harder lining. Don't Poke the Bear said the Camelback is great, Eduardo. If you have a refill source, they cannot be boiled in and are vulnerable to puncture. This is true. Yeah,
you.
GI. That's a stainless steel single wall or the GI canteens. Pretty handy. I have yet to, since I've wanted to pick one up. You got the Pathfinder one, don't you? Because you're loaded.
Yeah.
Since I've been on the lookout to get a GI canteen and pouch, all I have found is those fucking plastic ones, and I'm so pissed about that.
Plastic is fine as long as you got a metal canteen cup.
I know, but I want both metal, so I can cook and boil at the same time.
They're out there. They're just not cheap.
I know that, like, it's weird that like the time of cheap mill syrup, it's almost like, dude, shit's just stupid. I wonder if maybe like the prepping movement has picked up and gained so much momentum that, and maybe airsoft on top of that and paintball, but I wonder if there's what was it way back when like Doomsday Prepper was going off? It was like what 1% of the population was preppers. The more people I see and talk to me just out in the blue, just normally, they're like, hey, you know, I noticed this that you were doing or whatever, or blah, 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 or like I see an old lady carrying a gun in a very hazardous way. I'm like, hey, how about you try this? And they're like, oh, hey, that's a good idea, you know, or like people asking about pepper spray, people asking about, you know, gardens and canning. And I've been seeing a lot of ducks and chickens in yards lately, like some rabbit hutches. I've been seeing a lot of people that have never touched gardening hitting up a pretty decent sized garden this year. Like, I think it's an economic thing, an indicator. And I think that people are trying to get any percentage of self-sufficiency they can to kind of escape. You know?
Everybody's fucking broke.
Yeah, well, it's a good indicator. The economy fucking blows. I was premature on the bake-off. I'm sorry, old man. There will be a lot of gear laying around once it gets. Yeah, that's a problem. That is a problem. Thank you, Coldfoot. Here we go. You ready? Miracle Whip is just superior. Doesn't matter if it's healthy or awful. It's blatantly superior. There you go. There are flat water pouches. Yes, there are. Lawfully said fake news, Coldfoot. That's funny. Oh man, Sophia B's not impressed. Don't Poke the Bear said boiling in a plastic bottle is a skill that you can master. I have seen that done. I have never done it.
I mean, it's not something you're going to want to do on the regular because of the plastic, but the plastic just stops the water just stops the plastic from melting. I've done it before. But then the bottom of your bottle, it doesn't stay flat. It gets round. It won't sit anywhere anymore after that.
Right, like warps it.
Yeah, it just turns into a round bottom.
They're liking the roll-up water method. That's a good idea. Yeah, Missouri Survival does have a link. I've seen the canteen you use. Does that fit in the GI nesting cup, or does it have its own nesting cup, Missouri? I'm surprised you're still awake, dude. Survival Man boiled water in a Camelback. Well, Survivor Man was super fucking fake, too, so. Backwoods said Camelback.
No, Survivor Man is the good one. You're thinking of
he
Bear
was found
Grylls.
in a Super 8 fucking motel.
Yeah, that's Bear Grylls. The other guy is all the good one. The one that actually
Les
goes and
Stroud
does
is
it.
a real man.
Listen here, it's Dual Survival with Cody Lundeen, or it's nothing. Okay, I like that show a lot, actually.
You
You
want the
would
book,
like-
I'll mail it to you.
Yeah, Survivor Man is the real deal guy. And he even does some Bigfoot ones too. So I'm
Oh,
super
God.
happy about that.
Now what, Lawfully?
There's always something that poisons the well.
Giolet Land 1.2 canteen is all metal, bro. Right, but did that come with a nesting cup? I can't remember. It's been a minute since I've seen your video. But yeah, Missouri Survival does have one. I think it's stainless steel, if I remember right. He's bought a couple of them, and he uses the shit out of them.
What are the muffins on those?
I think 18. I'm pretty sure they're under 20.
Oh, that's cheap as shit.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
Pretty
Yeah,
good.
but I remember back when you could buy the whole fucking canteen pouch with the freaking cook kit and the canteen in it for like $6-8. That is not happening anymore.
Well,
Yeah,
it's just like the Milsurp guns. Like there were, the joke was that you would buy a case of Mosins and use them as fence posts because it was cheap. Well, eventually that goes away, and new people come into it and they want that sort of thing. So it eventually just dries up.
Right.
Does the modern does the modern military even still use a canteen? Or are they all like Camelback and stuff?
That's a good question.
I'm sure it depends on unit
People have canteens when
and what they use for training versus what they deploy probably varies somewhat.
Yeah, I feel like if they're going out in the field, probably just Camelback, right? Just for getting.
Well, a
the
lot
weight
of
off the
guys say they
line.
fucking hate those because they're gonna break eventually, and you're gonna be out in the middle of fucking nowhere with no water and a wet sack full of shit.
Yeah, that would suck.
Well, that's where buying the real ones matter.
Well, even those, I think it was who's the guy that just did the survival seer challenge thing?
Grunt proof.
Grunt proof, yeah. Like he's one of those guys that poo poos all over the Camelbacks, and he gets good shit.
Yeah, that is true.
Eduardo, what time zone are you in?
I rock a clean canteen and an old SOE carrier, so y'all are loaded. I rock an Nalgene bottle and a $1 freaking single wall stainless steel, no name from Goodwill. You know what? By the way, garage sales are a really good time to look for that. R got a freaking clean canteen last year for a fucking $1 at a garage sale, and a Yeti for $1. Like, I don't know if you whatever you like for your mixed drinks, but garage sale is a good time to pick up some stuff.
I started watching a guy, I can't think of his name right offhand, but his kit, he's rocking Gatorade bottles, like the bigger version. He just freaking spray painted them.
Interesting.
I mean, they're good. It's super heavy plastic, just as good as and what did Bear say the one time? Like not the smart water, but maybe it was smart water. He uses those bottles because they're stupid thick and tough.
Yeah. I know people that carry the smart waters too.
the Gatorade bottles, you can put gasoline in them and it won't melt. I like them.
Oh, I don't know if I can condone that, but good on you for trying. Don't poke the bear said Colefoot has never had Dukes. Apparently, I doubt it. He's also in Nebraska. I don't think we have that here. We will have real mayo at the meetup, says Backwoods. Nice, that's funny.
Yeah, I gotta do some walking and stuff with this and go run around the woods a little bit, and I'm gonna do a video on it. So I don't quite endorse it just yet, but so far I'm in love. Like, this is super thin. Like, my back doesn't hurt. I walked around with it on for a little while, and if I wear that giant freaking chest rig and I don't have a backpack to offset that weight, my back starts hurting like almost immediately.
What you got going on there, Lawfully? Trying to hydrate? Dang, fucking loaded with your Aquafina over there.
I don't have to worry about my lid popping off.
That's true. They do have pretty hardy lids.
I like if I have my choice, I choose
Shake it
Deer
with just
Park.
one hand for a minute.
And now put it up to your mouth and do that.
Nice. We're bad people. Calhoun said, "Tactical Muffin Top. The Marines use canteens stateside. I'm sure they use them to supplement the Camelbacks." Yeah, I could see that. I could see also if you're humping your pack, I see a lot of people put them in the pack as well. But I think getting it off your belt line, if you were really walking around, would suck. No offense, Pat. I don't want that on my belt. Bad Dream. I did slurp it straight out the creek. Oh shit! There you go, you rebel. Calhoun said, "Technical Muffin Top, have to look out because someone will use their canteen as a spit cup all day and then swap it with yours." Yeah, no shit. That's no joke. Pickpocket little fucker. What? Okay.
Was that in reference to the swapping the canteen?
I guess. Jeez.
He got robbed in the muffin game.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, you pickpocketed a spitter. That blows. Calhoun snagged some Aquafina for $5. That's pretty good for a case. Sophia B is loving it. Backwoods said, "I used to cut
Sam's
grass in my chest rig. Good workout with lots of movement, and it keeps the neighbors honest." Yeah, even driving through the neighborhood. Yeah, ACR mows his yard in Texas with his AR and his battle belt and his plate carrier for part of his Get Fit challenge. Which, by the way, I don't know if I officially announced it. We're trying to get 90 miles this month, guys. So if you want to join in the Discord or whatever, in mile marker or whatever, or self-improvement updates, I'm trying to not include your daily walks. I'm trying to make it an additional 90 miles. It's about 3 miles a day. You can catch up. We're only 3 days in. ACR and I are currently head-to-head challenging each other to keep each other accountable to get it knocked out. And I think we have a challenge in mind for next month. So keep your eye out for that. We're trying to get the community fit, better, ready to battle rattle. It's going to kill anybody to cut 20 pounds. You know what I mean? It's just going to help. So, but heck yeah, man. We got to do that. I got to clean up. Let's see where I'm at. I think I still have to walk half a mile. I have to walk another whole mile. So I got to get another mile in tonight. Yeah.
I just finished my last mile.
Nice. He's talking about the canteen thieves. Nice. You snagged a spitter. That blows. Or they snagged a spitter. Don't Poke the Bear said, "Made a new job pack about 2 weeks ago. Picked up 40-ounce clean canteen for $16 on clearance at Wally World. Nice. Picked up a $5 camp cup that nests on the bottom." Yeah, I like those camp cups. Those are nice. What's the best way to trap pests from eating your stored food? Well, first off, not let them in to begin with. I like the Gamma Seal lids in my 5-gallon buckets. And then Mylar inside. You can spray or use mint extract. Mint and walnuts typically keep a lot of stuff away. Mint mostly for mice and things like that. You can do cinnamon to get rid of ants. You can do all kinds of stuff. Depends on what you have. Look at home remedies to remove certain things, and you can use other things like I don't know if like marigold extract would work, or like I know you could do sage. So you might be able to get like a spring of sage and just leave it like in your pantry or whatever. Bay leaves are used to keep away weevils. So I mean, you can grow a lot of this stuff and then just dehydrate it and use it throughout the year. You know.
I'm going to disagree on the Gamma lids. I feel like they're a waste of time.
I absolutely love my Gamma lids.
They have regular lids that have gaskets on the inside. And how many times are you going to be in and out of a bucket in order to justify the cost of that Gamma lid?
I use it on my popcorn bucket and my rice bucket. So when I go and get rice for the week, I go down and get a gallon baggie of it, and then when I go get popcorn, I do the same thing.
I see that as a good use case, but for your long-term storage that you're not really getting into, I wouldn't.
Oh yeah, I think I have maybe 4 gamma lids, but they are super fucking handy.
Yeah.
I like them, but they are like they're expensive. I'll give you that.
I was on that train for a while, and then my wife found just regular old bucket lids, but they have a rubber gasket around the lid.
Right, with like a little bit thicker ring that you push down first, maybe. Yeah,
Probably.
yeah. I don't like those the cheaper lids because they're first off they're a pain in the dick to get off, but second off, I don't think they have a very good gasket in there. If they have a gasket at all, I can't remember.
Yeah, most lids don't have a gasket at all.
Yeah, I don't like that. Ticks are bad too. Calhoun said rat poison also helps. Ticks are bad too. I have had ticks in my food storage. That's interesting. God comment. Thanks, TMT. You good, Eduardo? I don't know what it was. Maybe you can buy 2 or 3 gamma lids and trade them out on the bucket you're drawing from. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what I do. I also use it for flour or cornmeal bucket. Where'd that go? Backwood said he gets a good workout with some push mow, lots of weed eating, backpack blower, backpack sprayer, 4-gallon. This is additional to work. So for you in the summertime, there Backwoods is going to be a lot of extra miles for you, buddy. I've been eating a lot of garlic. Only pulled 2 ticks off me this year. Interesting. I didn't know. Eating garlic repelled ticks. Fucking ka-ching, ka-ching.
You can use that jarlic.
I don't like the garlic. Doesn't have as good a flavor as whole garlic though.
Garlic is not the fucking same as smashing fresh garlic.
This is true.
It's a hell of a lot easier though, but
It is easy. But I mean, if you get like some whole garlic, you can just chuck it in a blender real quick. I mean,
yeah, that's one more.
or you can just hit it like a savage with a.
Then they gotta clean the blender.
Yeah, that's
I
one more
don't
thing.
have.
I mean, my wife doesn't wash dishes, so fuck.
There is no pleasing you bastards.
Yeah, there is. It comes in a jar.
Oh, Lawfully, you're silly. Well, what's up, Pat? You want to catch up on anything that you had wanted to chime in went on before you were here? I can't talk.
I haven't really heard anything. My wife told me about the 2 Chinese dudes that were bringing in that God damn it, the stuff making the Last of Us.
The fungal.
Yeah, the terroristic fungus or something.
Yeah.
She was telling me a little bit about that, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
That'll be a lot of fun.
I was I'm trying to rack my brain. Like I want to start doing my walks with my shit on, but I don't want to carry a rifle. So I was wondering if anybody has a good idea for something that would stand in for a rifle, you know, weight and
Fence
lengthwise.
Gallon of water, 8 pounds.
Fence post. T-post.
Yeah, would like it to be something a little bit longer than like a gallon of water, something that stands in well for a rifle.
There is no pleasing you.
Tube steel. T-post.
You just get you a log and carry it around, you lumberjack.
I was thinking of just a big stick, like
Pilgrim said
something way thicker than just, you know, a broom handle or something, just to get a little something.
One of those,
Carry you a
make one of those
4x4.
songs where everybody puts a word in. We got guitar, pry bar, fender off a Mopar.
Fill up a golf club with cement.
And there you go.
Or I could just not be a pansy and walk with my fucking rifle.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Walk on
Did I ever? Did I ever tell you about the time the cop like snuck up on me when I was shooting? I was
Yeah.
I was doing some some practice in my backyard. I had a couple targets set up, and I was trying to do like USPSA kind of thing. I was doing some running and shooting and stuff like that. And like I just finished, and I turn around, there's a fucking cop standing right behind me, and like talk about your pucker moments. I was like, luckily I wasn't getting drawn down on or anything like that. They just wanted to make sure I had a proper backstop. I was telling
At
that
least he
story
was
the
nice
other night.
about it.
That's
No,
enough.
it was a chick too, so they
Ooh.
scare me even more.
What you got? Anybody want to throw a comment on there?
Killed the chat.
No. Pat, how could you? New Chinese COVID foot fungus. Yeah, no shit. You can only EPI so much before it causes Yeah. Mold your rifle, cast it in ice. It'll weigh more probably and keep you cool. There you go. The comment of the night to Kowloon Republic. No more. Oh no. Coworker had that. No more red meat. Oh, from the ticks.
Yeah, Alpha Gal.
Yeah, fuck that, dude. Man, that's crazy. You should try airsoft. There you go.
What is that about? No more red meat.
Was that the lime tick? Tiger tick? Some shit. I think we found that out last chat.
Yeah, if I was gonna, I do have an airsoft rifle that closely mimics my go-to rifle. If I was gonna do that, I'd just carry my rifle, because I'm sure that would cause the same amount of disturbance as the real thing.
Fair enough.
I'm far enough out in the country. I don't think anybody would care. But so did that guy down in Florida. He thought nobody would care, and now he's fucking dead.
Yeah, go out, fucking end up dead.
I hope his family sues.
Same. They'll win.
Does anybody remember? Was there a magazine in that rifle?
I don't recall, but I can look the footage up.
That reminds me, I should look up the open carry in Pennsylvania.
You're grounded.
Hey, you're in Pennsylvania. Carry a pitchfork.
Yeah, that's true. Get you a sweet Amish straw hat and do that thing.
I'll just do like those guys do in the gym when they carry the bar. I'll just carry my digging bar with me.
There you go.
Get you a big sledge.
That's way heavier.
Well, there you go. Ask the Lord not for lighter loads, but broader shoulders.
Well, it sounds like a good excuse to go buy a 5-pound sledge.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
got plenty of sledgehammers.
There you go.
What you
Take
snacking
I-
on?
Yeah,
gonna
what you
share
got
some?
there?
You guys were talking about hot dogs, so now I'm eating hot dogs.
Chilled or warmed up?
Hot.
Yeah, they're
What
hot
kind?
dogs, not icy wieners.
What kind of hot dogs you got there, Patty?
Or I don't know, whatever my wife gets. I like the beef ones, but she doesn't, so she usually wins because she's the one that does the shopping.
No.
Are they red?
I like the kosher beef ones.
I like Nathan's. So good. Well, now that y'all bastards got me hungry, what are we talking about?
So
I was about to say, my sledgehammers and stuff, like I always pick those up for a couple bucks at yard sales.
Yeah, that's
Don't poke the bear.
I ain't never met anyone who asked for a cold wiener. That's true. That's a good one.
Must not have ever been to Nebraska.
That would suck wholesale ass. Don't poke the bear. Either I expire from it or I build up a tolerance. Either way, I'm eating meat. Yeah, no shit, dude. I'd cry. If it's severe enough, even smoke from smoking meat causes issues with alpha. Oh, nope.
What is alpha-gal?
It's that shit you get from ticks.
You have the internet.
Don't poke the bear. I think you're picking up what I'm putting down, right?
I was at the Goodwill like 2 days ago, and they had a smoker there. I was gonna get your opinion on those kind of smokers. I guess you got to put coals or charcoal in the bottom of them. It has different layers. Like there's a bottom layer. I'm assuming you put the charcoal or the coals in, and then there's a top layer that I'm guessing you put the wood that you want to use to smoke the meat, and then it had 2 layers of grills on top of that. Or they have an electric smoker. I haven't got the freaking faintest clue how that thing works. I'm guessing you just put pellets or something in it and it heats it up.
That's what I got, baby.
That makes less sense than propane.
They got
Propane and propane accessories.
Blackstone now.
Well, I figured out it was missing one of the grill sections, so I didn't go for it. It was only $30, but you can get the exact. You can only. I think Walmart sells pretty much the exact same thing for like $80 new, and it comes with a bunch of other stuff.
Hmm. 10-bedroom schoolhouse for sale in Nebraska for $80,000. That'd be sweet SHTF rig. Oh boy, it needs a lot of work. Ooh, Mamacita, every fucking window's busted out. It's like 80 grand worth of fucking windows. Jesus Christ. Nope, not for me.
Looking for a bus?
No,
So
it
if
was
y'all
a
noticed,
schoolhouse.
you notice how a bunch of the food companies are voluntarily removing the artificial food coloring from their products right now?
Yeah, because the legislation's coming down the pipe soon.
Right.
Mandatory.
It was a preface question. So
That's Major next.
I drink those Stacker energy shots, and I have noticed that the last like 3 packs of those that I've opened, they're like extra red. Like maybe they know it's coming, so they're using up all the
Using it all.
red food color that they've got.
Nice. Good thing we're almost
They're
done
like,
with
well,
it.
they get our money's worth out of it.
Jeez, you only use that thing 20 times. See, that's why charcoal blows. Get a real man smoker. Taste the meat, not the hate, Eduardo Espinosa.
Bake off.
All right, boys, I'm out. 5 o'clock comes soon. Always a good time. Muffster panel chat later, Gators. See you, Sophia B. Have a good time. Thanks for stopping by.
Team Mayo.
Miracle Whip. It's tangy and sweet.
I'm giving up Monster this week, so I'm gonna need prayers.
I got faith in you. Dude,
What do you mean
switch to
giving
the
it up?
ice caffeine. They're 5 calories, 0 sugar. That's what I do.
I can't take those ice.
Listen here, motherfucker.
I've
Have you
tried them. I've tried them. I don't like them.
Get the blue one. It's the best.
Tonight,
I can barely swallow the zero
good night. Got
Gatorade.
Zero Gatorade is bomb, bro. The Zero Gatorade, the purple one, is the best. Or the blue, the glacier one. Yeah, that one's good. I got 500 muffins riding on it. There you go. Let's see, Calhoun. Quote 3. What? I didn't write quote penis. That's a good quote. White Gatorade? Yuck. That's the cherry flavor. That one's gross.
Dude, that Arctic cherry is awesome.
Dude, I don't like cherry anything.
Is that cherry flavor?
Oh, yeah. It's gross.
Of course you wouldn't.
No.
You don't like
you know
cherry
what's
pie.
the best? Use cranberry juice to help kick my Red Bull habit. Cranberry juice is good and good for you. I like cranberry juice.
Probably helps with all those infections you get.
Yep. Yeast and otherwise.
All those UTIs.
Shut the fuck up, Lawfully.
All that docking.
Red Bull
Oof.
is nasty. I like Red Bull every once in a while. I
That's
still
unreal.
like the old, like a Rockstar, like the classic Rockstar, like the cola one's pretty good. Still like a Monster here and there. Energy drink. I also switched Bangs. Bangs are pretty good. Pat, try one of them.
I don't like how all the energy drinks, like their names, dumb shit. Like what
Just
flavor
get the
is it?
fucking Bang purple one. It's delicious.
Have you
okay?
seen the
It's like
the
what's
orange one.
it's like
Sorry,
what's the
Pat.
flavor? I was like, I don't know. It's like roadkill. Extreme. Extreme roadkill.
Nice.
You know what I'm trying to say though, right? Like they just have names, they're not flavored.
Yeah.
So like I don't
Extreme
even know what the hell
Splooge-tastic.
like I don't even know what the hell I'm buying. Like I'd like some I got one. I hate the what are the giant
Never
fucking
had green
oranges?
apple one.
The
giant oranges?
Oh
yeah, what are the giant oranges? They're super bitter.
grapefruit?
Oh god. Grapefruit. I fucking hate grapefruit. And
You
I
get
bought
the fuck out of this chat. I love grapefruit, you dick.
I bought one that was like super grapefruit flavor, and I paid like $6 for the fucking
You don't
thing.
like
I was so
Sprite?
mad.
You don't like,
I was
or not
so
Sprite. You
mad.
don't like Squirt? The
No,
grapefruit pop? That is the best. Don't even fucking play with me. I can't even believe
I can
you're
get
right. You're
I can get
crushing my
down with
dream.
Sprite. I can get down with Sprite.
Yeah, Sprite
Sprite
Zero is pretty good.
mixes with everything.
That's true. Black
Milk.
Ice tastes like Little Trees air freshener. That sounds terrible. I don't want that, Calhoun.
Yeah, and I don't like paying at truck stops. Those things are ungodly expensive.
Original Coca-Cola was the OG energy drink. That's not right. A little bit
The
of
old-
cocaine.
The old Stem Fast diet.
Dr. Pepper 10, 2, and 4.
Okay, it tastes like that Dr. Pepper. He's making fun of energy drink flavors. Oh yeah, that's true. That's funny. Let me read those in a different light. Oh, Black Ice tastes like Little Trees air freshener. I get you.
Ugh.
I can't stand black ice.
I can from a distance. I like.
Lawfully Armed TMC says he loves grapefruit. You won't have to jump in the jokes about them in a microwave. You're slipping. I don't know what you do with your microwave, sir, but I keep my grapefruit cold. And it's a banana with duct tape, by the way. Or a cantaloupe.
I
Dr.
like
Dr.
cantaloupe.
P is carbonated prune juice. This is true. No lie, some drinks are just smell. Yeah, that could be. You guys are all bad people. Those are some of you.
Diet
Yeah,
Dr.
some-
Pepper tastes just like regular Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, it's pretty close. I like it. Coke Zero is pretty close. Zero Sprite's pretty close.
I got something for you.
Oh God.
No, it's the guy that started Bang Energy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Condor ads. I'm getting targeted ads. I've
Hooray.
Googled too much. Are you sharing it? Okay, you're sharing it. Cool. That's the crazy dude. All right.
Don't poke the bear said I can't laugh at the jokes and then say they're awful. Yes, I can. What? Eduardo said water's too sweet for me. I don't know how to help you. Yes. Google heard. Nice. Well, hurry up. I still got to go get a mile in.
Don't poke the bear. I don't know the joke about grapefruit and microwaves. If you want to DM it to me,
fuck it.
you can read me.
Fuck it. You can fuck it.
What?
You can fuck it. You can fuck a lot of fruit if you put it in the microwave.
Why do you have to put it in the microwave first?
Well, you don't want to fuck cold fruit, do you? What are you gonna go?
You were just asking Pat if he had a cold
my
hot dog.
God. That was his preference, not mine. I just didn't know if he just ran to the fridge and did the old classic, snagged one out of the package and ran back.
Yeah, I eat them cold sometimes if I'm in a hurry.
See?
Besides, if you were going to devolve to that, you wouldn't go after fruit. You would like open.
Yeah, what are you going to fuck up broccoli?
No, you would open up one of those like tinned hams.
No, I would not be wasting my tin ham on that.
You'd be two-handed ham.
I don't know what's happening on this chat right now.
So, June is Men's Mental Health Month.
Yeah, it is. So, boy, do we need to get a fucking kickstart on that?
Justin, you're being really quiet.
He's probably looking up which fruit to microwave.
Apple pie.
I've seen that, Calvin.
Don't poke the bear. Oh, yeah, don't poke the bear. Said it's like when your little kid cusses and laughs, and you tell him don't do that. Yeah, no shit. That is the funniest. Watch out. Those flavors have hidden calories. Yeah, they could. Cold hot dogs more often than cooked, to be honest. Oh, come on, Coldfoot. Have some class.
We were at a
You
little
can
diner
do-
one time.
You can use apple pie according to the documentary app American Pie. I don't think that's a documentary. Don't poke the bear. Said lawfully armed. He used to work in the ER. Can't even say what. I can't say I haven't seen grapefruit burn. Sadly, Jesus Christ.
Oh, man.
How do you?
Yeah, I
get
worked with a
a
lady that used to work
burn?
in the ER.
Jesus. Guys,
All right, so
that's
hot pie. Hot pie, all right?
Pot
So I got
pie.
a
Yeah,
story.
that's good.
Hot, H-O-T, not pot. Calm
Okay.
down.
I said hot, HOT, like a pot.
Yeah.
I like a pot pie, like
So we were at
gravy.
this little diner one time, some friends and I, after playing some airsoft, right? And the older guy in the group that kind of ran the airsoft place, whatever, the lady asked if we want any desserts or whatever. He orders pumpkin pie, or excuse me, pecan pie. And she comes along, brings him out pecan pie. He takes a big old fork full of it, just making conversation, and throws it back, and then like spits it out. It was hot, like just out of the oven hot. He called her over and he goes, "Darling, never in my 57 years of life have I ever been served hot pecan pie. Could you let a fella know next time?" And he like
Right.
burned his mouth, because it's like goopy and hot. So it's like
Napalm.
licking napalm.
Yeah, I guess I never had hot pecan pie. I just like it cold.
I mean, it's not typically served hot. And I don't think he was expecting it to be hot. The plate that they put it on wasn't hot. It wasn't like careful, warm plate. I don't know. I guess you just had to be there, but it was funny to watch him like cut off a bite and throw it down the hatch.
Have a problem. Yeah, I could see that. I think I feel bad for the guy now, lawfully. Jeez.
Like he swallowed the napalm and spit out the nuts.
Yeah, poor guy. All right, I think we're going to wind this one down, guys. I'm going to go try and knock out my mile real quick. I don't even know if it's raining outside to see if I can get it done tonight. What do y'all think? Closing statements from the chat/panel. Fire in the hole, Eduardo says. Class? Nah, not since high school. Come on, Cole.
You ever had the sheep herder special?
No. He's getting excited about the pie. Oh, yeah. And drugs are bad, okay? Yeah, I bet.
Oh, Bake Off.
Calhoun said, thought there was going to be a joke. Hot, 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 hot. Hot, Randy says. Calhoun had
Yeah.
a better joke than you did. That's funny. Pat, Justin B. Lawfully, what you got?
Bake Off.
You fucking Bake Off. Didn't you make enough, you greedy bastard?
No.
Got 300,000 in that oven.
So if you weren't worried about buying MREs and things, what would your next pew be?
Gen 519 MOS with probably the hollow sun enclosed dot.
What do you want for Father's Day?
Glock Gen 5 MOS with an enclosed dot.
And a bottle of Duke's mayonnaise.
Yes.
Cool.
I don't know. Actually, I
can
think
get you
I
that.
lost this. My wife got me this fucking sweet. I have no idea where I put it. Let me check over here. Koozie that can fit any size can or bottle, and it said Dad Fuel on it. She got it for me Father's Day last year, and I have no idea where the fuck I put it, but I love that thing.
Is it in the pocket of your swimming trunks?
No. I don't even know. I think I might have took it to a cookout somewhere and fucking left it there, which pisses me off even more.
Why is Michigan shaped the way that it is?
I don't know. We're not here to solve the life's problems of geography.
It's weird. The UP just floating out there.
All right, y'all.
Don't be that way.
What? It's fucking 10 o'clock. I still have to go walk a mile, take a shower, and get up at 5 o'clock and go to bed. Okay, 5:30 and go to bed.
You can go walk on your treadmill.
Hey, that's not as good for you as walking around town.
No, but then you don't have to leave the comfort of your own home.
Still have to walk a mile.
Okay, walk a mile on your treadmill. Don't leave the house. It's dangerous to go out at dark.
That's
Some
why I
crime
carry a
happens.
gun with a weapon light and pepper spray. All right. See y'all, hoodlums. Deuces.
Sounds like you're going on a walk.
Y'all be nice.